Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? I want to change my lights. They're so bright. Whoop. That's kind of fun. Do some rainbow lights. It's funny because you can't really see the rainbow too much because it's so bright in here. I promise you these are like crazy rainbow. How does it not show up all the colors? The colors are so blown out. Oh, you know what else I need to turn on? I forgot to turn this on yesterday. Oh my. This, for starters, two things. So I have to plug in a USB for my Metroid. Although it's so bright that I don't know if you can even tell. Usually that looks nice at night. And then, let's see if you can see this light when I turn it on back here. Turn both of these on. Oh, I'm so ready for my Gobi lights, for the curtain lights. Ah! No robot vacuum, go away. That's red. I don't think I want it to be red. So you have to hold the button and then you wait for it to go to the color. Hello? Hold the button and wait for it to go to the color that you want. Okay, so it's like yellow, green, dark green, blue, dark blue, pink. Okay, we'll leave it on pink. And then we gotta close these curtains. So that's one thing about playing pinball during the day compared to doing an evening stream. So during the day, we don't really, oh, I'm so short today. Whoop. During the day, we don't really get a lot of the color from the light, but that's okay. So, first off, I want to start this stream by expressing a huge thank you to a few people from the pinball community. One, I'd like to thank Paladin, no wait, sorry, it got switched from Paladin. I think it was Pirate Pones Ninja last night. I kept thinking the stream was on Paladin's channel, but we can also thank Paladin just because it's like part of the rotation. That's why I was late. I went to the store, and then when I came back, I was like, wait, he's not live. But we were on Pirate's channel last night doing the tournament. So one, a big thanks to Pirate for doing the giveaways because Perfectly Fine OK won for the Pinball FX last night, and then that's the second person one, I think, Perfectly Fine, for gifting me his win of Grimtails, which I did not own, and to be fair, I don't actually think I've played that much of Grimtails before the tournament last night. So it was very fun. I know I haven't played it because I don't recognize getting like I've played it, but I haven't played it, if you know what I mean, because I didn't recognize getting the crystal multi-wall, and I didn't recognize getting angry mode, where the wind blows and the ball kind of has a mind of its own. So I had a lot of fun playing in the tournament. The first couple games, I thought I did really good. I got around 12 million, and then I was quickly humbled when I saw Perfectly Fine had, easily like over 60 million. I think he even ended with like 70 million, it was crazy. Maybe even more. I think Pirate got 160, Game Club Central got 500 million. I ended up my final game getting around 70, and there was only 5 minutes left, and I thought, okay, that's probably the best I can do with the time that we have.
Perfectly Fine OK.
You ended with 80?
70, I ended with 80.
Oh my God, that's a good score, right?
So we were very close.
I was really happy about getting 70. Sorry, I was really happy about getting 12. at first I thought, wow, I'm playing pretty well. I feel like the scoring is kind of similar to Medieval Madness, maybe, where 70 is like awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I don't know how I ended up getting such a high score. I had around 25 mil, and then I finally triggered 2 multi-balls simultaneously.
That game has huge end of ball multipliers.
That must have been what it was, because I like grinded to get to 25 million, and then I was playing and I got the crystal multi-ball, and then there was some other multi-ball where you like trick the ball. It's like there's the 2 spots where it can get trapped on the castle door, but there's this little like entrance around the side. It went in there and then it triggered a different multi-ball. So there was like tons of crystal balls going around, and I was finally kind of hitting the angles. It took me a long time to get some of those angles for the like shoot the left ramp, shoot the right ramp, or whatever they called it. But when I did, I feel like that was adding up for jackpots. And then yes, it was like times 12 or something. So my score during that, and that multi-ball didn't last very long, but my score doubled in the like 20, 30 seconds that I had a multi-ball. But yes, thank you, Perfectly Fine. It was very, very thoughtful of you to enter and win and pass on Grim Tales. I didn't realize what I was missing out on. I think sometimes I sleep on some of these Zen tables, assuming like, oh, I bought the pack and I don't play them very often. But I mean, I really like some of them actually.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was very kind of you, because also it was fun to be able to compete yesterday. But then, so it was kind of tough because I went to the store. So we streamed, me and my doggo. I streamed, and then afterward went to the store, got groceries to make like burrito bowls, and I pressure cooked brown rice with like diced tomatoes and seasonings, and made black beans. I made basically like meal prep of, I don't know if you call it like Chipotle bowls because they're better, but in theory it's kind of like that, where you have your rice, you got your black beans. I got a rotisserie chicken and I shredded that. Got some like lettuce. I have a block of cheese that I shredded, and I think that's kind of it, other than like the wraps. Got flour wraps, corn tortilla wraps. So I made like burrito dupes last night. They were very good. Oh, and then like the sour cream. Ooh, the store next to us does not sell this sour cream. So we have to get it. I think we got this one from Supermart, I don't know. This stuff is so good. I don't know, that's not gonna be in focus. There we go. But it's like sour cream, but it's got salt added to it. It's legit. Very, very, very yummy. So, had all that, and then I took, it smelled like Thanksgiving up in here, because I took the, sorry if TMI, if you guys are vegans, like change the channel now because this part might gross you out. But I took the 5, 4, 3, 2, bye. I took the carcass of the rotisserie chicken, which basically is like the bones, some of the fat that like I'm not gonna use when I shred it up. Like I shred like all the breast meat and all the good like chunks of white meat and dark meat, like whatever's on there. Like we get it all. But then took that and I put it in a pot, covered it with water, threw in some fresh rosemary from my garden, and I like simmered it for 3 hours. So the whole time I was playing the tournament, my house is smelling like, it smelled like Thanksgiving. That's the only way I can describe it. It smelled so good. My dog was going crazy. And then I took that and I cooled it and basically made like a chicken stock. There was still like a little bit of meat on the bones too. So chicken stock / broth will have you, because I think stock is bones and broth is meat, and it was both. Anyway, and I put it in little containers and ice cube trays and I froze it. I've never done that before, but like I'm entering this new era of my life where I'm just trying to prep for things in the future. And what's nice is all these little ice cubes, like if I want to have like a little mini soup, I probably could just heat one of those up in a cup and pour a little water over it and put noodles in and have like a cup of soup, like a cup of noodles. Or for the bigger blocks, like there's some big blocks that are frozen now, I could just make like soup base out of it. So yeah, so I was like, while we were doing the tournament last night, I was kind of like running back and forth. I'd play a game and then I'd go and cook, come back, go and cook, come back, eat. So I got a few games in, but then afterward, I really wanted to play Knight Rider. So that's my final thank you, is Game Club Central. I've been eyeing this pack since it came out. I really wanted it, but I'm always talking myself into reasons why I should wait. And I was going to wait until Christmas or whenever the next big Steam sale is, where it's more than 10% off. And I think it was really thoughtful of Game Club Central to gift this. So I'm planning on playing a lot of Knight Rider today.
Knight Rider.
Because this is the first, like I've only played it on trial so far. So yes, big props, big shout out. Because I wanted to enter the raffle and like take a shot at winning, and I don't know, maybe I would have.
A shadowy flight into the
He should have waited
world
probably
who
to
does
see
not
if I
exist.
won.
Michael Knight, a young loner
down
on a
a little.
crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless.
Okay, back in the
Criminals who
day,
operate above the
I won't
law.
specify when, but it's been over 10 years ago. I had like what I called a quarter life crisis. It wasn't, but I went out and I bought, not this car, but it looked and gave me, I nicknamed it the Knight Rider. Because what is Knight Rider is that a TA? Kind of looks like one. I got a 1984 black Corvette that had the flip up headlights. It didn't have T-tops. It had like one singular, I think it was one singular piece on the top that you could remove to make it like kind of convertible style. But the reason why I called it the Knight Rider car was because the interior, all of like the tack and just everything was 80s futuristic, which felt very like Back to the Future style with, I don't know, it just was really cool. I wish it talked though. That's the takeaway. It didn't talk. But yeah, I only had that car for a little while before I traded it in. Kit.
I feel alive again.
Perfectly fine, okay. I posted a link to the Pinball FX fandom in Discord. It has
How
a
much
really
longer
useful
will we
tip
be
section on
standing
each
here?
table.
Are you
That's a real
serious?
good
Okay,
question.
awesome. That's good. Yeah, I should go through that. Something I was thinking about doing with my content was learning a table well enough that I could break it down, but do it in like a 5-minute video, or I can just show, here's the best.
Plan and knowing the strategy.
That's a real
Yeah.
good question.
So I will review that.
Michael, I cannot allow you to jump
Keep
on
driving.
the line.
Does it have the new tables too?
May I suggest you activate auto cruise mode for safety's sake?
Because I know you can use Pinball FX, and it'll explain it.
Okay. Him getting my practice in on Doom for tonight.
Ooh, oh, is Doom one of the tables tonight?
Michael, what are we going to do?
I love Doom. That's a great table. Woo.
May I suggest you permit
I love how dedicated you become to the tournament's perfectly fine. Also though, like you score very well in them. So
Perfectly fine.
it's gotta be pretty fun. Ah.
You see what I see?
Oh, you chose it. You chose Doom. That's awesome. Yeah, I feel that way too. If they give me a chance to pick a table, then I normally want to make sure that I'm able to show up to play it. I think there was only one time when I couldn't because I had a previous engagement.
I'm your only protection.
And yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make it for the next couple Tuesdays,
Goodness, March isn't the worst.
but potentially Mondays and Wednesdays.
My sensors detected the vehicle in question is armored with my protective shell. I believe it's time for a strategic withdrawal.
Just hang
I
tight.
guess it just depends on the times.
Just amazing.
I'll have to check and see.
Okay, you all right?
Ooh.
Michael, surely you're not planning to go nose to nose with that behemoth. Michael, look what that.
Yeah, also though, I don't have
did to me.
too many of the tables, but it's still fun to come hang out
Damage, so I can't
for
make
pinball effects.
diagnosis.
Plus, it's kind of nice. I honestly it's more fun just to hang out and see how everybody else does. The raffles are kind of just a perk, but I don't know, it's really generous that they do so many raffles to get new players involved.
They put max effort into everything they do wrong.
I know. I'm always wondering, like, where do they find the time to...
Saving mechanism.
Ah, what was that?
May I suggest
I didn't
you
see
try
that.
my super pursuit
The ball has a
mode?
mind of its own. Especially like to edit the videos and...
Michael, I just activated the life-saving mechanism.
I'm gonna say lack of sleep is probably a factor. They must be either like staying up super late or getting up early. What is going on with this ball?
That road. Michael, please hurry.
This is wild.
I take it you're pleased.
Yeah, I was up last night looking at one of the... I don't know if it was... I don't know which group I was in. But it was a Discord for VPX.
His regards.
And I was just kind of reading some of the issues other people are going through and like mentally preparing myself for when that day comes. So with Prime Day coming up, I'm looking to expand my RAM. I think that's gonna help a lot with streaming and gameplay. Because when I bought this PC, it only came with 16 gigs of RAM. And I'm realizing that having 64 would just, in general, with the amount of programs that I'm running, just help with performance. So yesterday I had to look up like all the timings and like double check like my chipset and make sure like everything, you know, like does this version support my motherboard and all that. And I found a really good deal. RAM has dropped in price. It's crazy. If you go, there's a site that I use, it's called Camel. And it's mostly for Amazon listings, but it gives you a good sense of if you're getting a decent deal on a product. And you can paste in an Amazon link. So I pasted in the RAM that I was looking at, and it's
a cheap RAM and storage are like pennies now.
I know. I think like we're past the point. I didn't realize this till yesterday. Like we're past the point where, because it was really expensive a couple years ago. I mean, even GPUs, they're still kind of crazy, but it's not what it was during, I'm gonna say like 2020, 2021. Things have definitely cooled off a lot, and it's not like RAM is not going obsolete. So it kind of makes sense, like supply and demand. There's probably, also I was looking at DDR4 RAM, and I'm pretty sure like with DDR5 out, that also is a huge factor. But for me, like that's all I need. I'm gonna get like some decent DDR4 RAM, and it's half as much as it cost 2 years ago. I think the same storage too. I had expanded my storage and gotten a couple like M2s, and they're okay sizes. Like M2 SSD is what, like 2 terabytes I think was the last one. But I feel like I paid a lot more for it than what they're probably going for now. But yeah, now is gonna be a great time to do some upgrades.
Something's wrong, Michael.
But I'm kind of debating. I'm waiting on whether or not I want to update my video card yet. I do, but I feel like as soon as I do, the next thing's going to come out, and then I'm going to wish that I'd waited.
May I suggest you try my new super pursuit mode?
Yeah, we'll see. For now, with Prime Day happening, I'm looking at Prime, I'm looking at Newegg. Ooh, super pursuit mode.
I think this speed is not sufficient.
But I'm hopeful with that, then maybe I can start the route of wanting to do
Michael, I just
VPX and
activated the
streaming.
life-saving mechanism for your safety.
I was originally planning on putting it on a different computer, but I don't know.
Be careful, Michael.
I think it's probably gonna be fine on this computer. Woo.
Michael, please hurry. May I suggest you permit me to activate the turbo boost? I take it you're pleased.
And yeah, I don't know. I have a few other things on my wish list for Prime Day next week.
I researched all the PC components and tuned out all the new stuff so I wouldn't get jealous.
Is this it? The big idea?
Wait, why is it hiding? It says ad break ends in 1:15 and I can't see. Hang on. That was good timing though. I wish it didn't have that. Your research about your PC components turned out all the new stuff so you wouldn't get jealous? What do you mean turned out all the new stuff? Like you swapped it for better stuff? So you wouldn't get FOMO?
Knight Rider.
Now I ask
Oh, also.
where we are headed.
Okay, that's good.
How much longer will we be staying?
That's a real good question.
I kind of want, hang on one second. I forgot to turn these guys on.
Perfectly fine, okay. I stopped paying attention to the news about new products and stuff.
Same. I think a lot of the FOMO was generated by people I used to work with who were constantly wanting to like best each other. Not necessarily best each other, but just like always be, hello? Hang on, gotta grab this. Like always wanting to be cutting edge when it came to the newest GPU or the newest, you know, basically like anything that came out. Okay, all this stuff's good. Cool. And what's tough about that is that usually then it means you're buying it when it's at like a ridiculous price and you're not really getting a good deal. Oh no. Which one is my controller? I think it's this one. No. I think it's this one. There we go. Yeah, so I'm glad that I did not buy a new GPU during like the peak.
My old roommate is a retro streamer and he had a RTX 3080 all he streams is Bob Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's a little overkill, right? That's absolutely overkill. No offense.
I was like, what are you doing?
You don't need that. You honestly, I have a 1080. I've had the same GPU since I first bought this PC in 2018. And I'll do spec comparisons. It's on the same level in terms of like speed and percentage, like whatever. Like if you go and you will do like compare these two. Like 2060 Super, 2070. I mean, obviously it doesn't have RTX, but I don't need that. 3080s look really nice. But again, like what am I using it for? Beat Saber. Beat Saber would be, I guess, primarily,
Perfectly fine, okay.
you know.
I have a Radeon 6750 XT. It's more than enough and was like 350 new.
Ooh, that's awesome. Yeah, I think I have to do NVIDIA,
Jeopardize your life.
sorry. I have to do, oh my God, what's happening? There is some conflicts with using AMD with mixed reality, with like modding. So that's a main reason that I'm probably just gonna stick with like a GTX card or RTX or whatever it is now.
Cruise mode for safety's sake. Michael, what are we going to do?
But yeah, I'm gonna see how everything works after I expand the RAM. Like I like doing one thing at a time. Unless there's some crazy deal. But then I decided if I really wanted to, like really wanted to upgrade, technically I could get like a cheap chassis.
Sure get what's best for you, but if RAM doesn't do it, GPU should fix things.
Yeah. Well, that or like just be more specific about what I want to stream. Like, do I really need to co-stream to TikTok and Twitch at the same time? Like, I don't know. Like, I could use Restream. So there's always workarounds. But yeah, I'm not playing like a lot of the PC games that are super graphics intensive. And then when I'm seeing that for Pinball, they're like, oh yeah, we can potentially like make a stick for the 4K Legends that just plugs in USB and runs VPX natively. I'm like, there's no way that what you put in that, like a $1,500 out the door machine, which includes all the screens and the, you know, like everything, there's no way that it's better than like a PC setup. So yeah, I'm gonna exercise my patience. But I am going to get a few small things that I think are going to make my stream more fun and interactive. One of the things I want to get is I really would like to get like a subboard, like a black light or like something cool for this little area over here that every month I can like write people's names on. I thought that would be fun because there's been a lot of people who showed up and like, I don't know, or just like VIP or anybody who's like special. But I want to put that over there because I moved all my Legos. I kept knocking my Legos over. And I'm like, okay, I gotta find a new home for these Legos. But now I have a void. I mean, right now I filled the void with Genji, but like he's not gonna stay there forever. Like, we're not keeping Genji over in that spot. So I thought it'd be cool to have like a black and white or black light kind of glowy neon board that I could put there. And then I want to do back here, I want to set up the Govee lights. And I feel like there was one other thing. I can't remember. But I have a little list of things. And if Prime Day works out, then there'll be some cool new stuff that I add to my stream.
May I suggest you activate module?
Oh, the RAM, obviously. But yeah, not too much. I don't have like a ton on my list. I feel like I'm trying to be very intentional about what I want this year. Last year, I don't even think I really got anything for Prime Day. I'm pretty restrained. It's always Tamagotchis. I'm always looking at Tamagotchis. And there was this one, it was a Froggy. Oh, like old school, like the Froggy. He dances. And normally they're like 20 bucks and it went on sale for 15. That's pretty good. I thought, you know, it's like a Tiger Electronics old school remake of a nostalgic toy that I was obsessed with and no longer have. I didn't even get that. So I really, really, really showed restraint. But it's a slippery slope with Tamagotchis. Or like anything, collecting anything in general. I've yet to find people who are like, they collect, but then they don't let it like take over their whole life.
May I suggest we increase our speed further?
Like I have 4 Tamagotchis maybe? Yeah, I have 4. And I feel like that's a good amount. But most people I'll see in these online groups will have 20, 30. It's the same with like Stanley Cups. I don't even follow, I've never had a Stanley Cup, and no hate to anybody who does. Like, whatever you want to drink your stuff out of, like, that's cool, that's great. They look cool. Actually, when I was at REI, I was tempted. But I didn't get one because I'm like, oh my God, I don't have I don't have space for another cup. Where am I gonna put this? But then when I see what some people have done with these cup collections, I don't even look for this stuff on the internet. It's just like shoved in my face. It's like, stay off Facebook, or I'm gonna get, I don't even have FOMO. It's like reverse FOMO, where I'm like, oh, thank God I don't have a whole wall of freaking every color of the same cup. But then I have to come back and look at my life and be like, but you got a lot of Legos, don't you? But my Legos are cute, like, come on. It's like everybody's has their fascination. And that's my fear with pinball machines. I'm pretty sure once we have the space for it, living in a small apartment has its perks because it really forces you to not overconsume because you're like, where the hell am I gonna put this thing? I have no idea where this is gonna go. I'm gonna turn the AC on.
Knight Rider. A shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Michael Knight, a young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent, the helpless, the powerless, in a world of criminals who operate above the law.
Oh, that's true. Perfectly fine. Yeah. How would I do that, though?
I'm ready, Michael. This is just amazing.
I mean, I guess we were testing some stuff on Swirl's computer whenever Fortnite was crashing his game out.
Cruise mode for safety's sake.
I'm 90% sure OBS and Beat Saber. I mean, it's all things that
Wait a minute,
I'm using. It's like all programs. But at that point, it's like, I guess, if I could pull it up and see, like, is my GPU at like 98% while I'm running all that stuff? Or is my memory capped? Ah! The other thing is, I do need the memory regardless because I do video editing. So it's going to help in general. And having performance for streaming, like, why didn't I upgrade my RAM sooner? I don't know. You know what? I think the reason why is because originally when I planned on it, I have 2 slots in use and I had another 2 slots that I'm like, oh, I'll just grab 2 more like 8 gig, whatever, like sticks. But then I got concerned about timings and things matching and all that. In all honesty, F the 2 sticks that I have currently. They're not gonna stay in there. I'm taking them out, I'm putting in 2 32 gig sticks and we're calling it a day.
How much longer will we be staying here?
Like dual. Okay, yeah, you know, I had a lot of those. I've had hardware monitor and CPU-Z. And then I did like a cleanup on my computer and I probably deleted them at one point. And also, I just need to go in and do like disk cleanup. I don't know when the last time was that I've like, in my C drive, gone through and just like purged all like cached files. So that's why sometimes when people are like, oh, Pinball FX runs like dog crap on, you know, on a cabinet, and it's like, well, hold up. Like, I think everybody's situation's a little bit different. Like, what? How much RAM do you have? Like, what's your specs? Like, what do you have the game set to? Have you updated your driver? Like, I don't know. There's lots and lots and lots and lots of, like, it is a rabbit hole where you can go on and on and on. C cleaner? Oh, that's cool. That's smart. You know, a lot of people don't. I saw in a Beat Saber PC help, which normally is how do you mod the game, right? Like, hey, I'm trying to run the game and it's like the notes aren't there, or something, you know, something like really. Somebody had sent a screenshot of their C drive with literally 0 bytes of space. What? How did you let your C drive get so full? Go check your C drives right now. If they have less than like 20% space left, like, dear God. Also, you don't need to install stuff on your C drive. Like, I have a whole separate drive just for games. My C drive is for Windows and, I don't know, some random program files that obviously get stored there that is out of my control.
May I suggest you activate cruise mode for safety?
I have another SSD that I literally save all of my videos from OBS to, but I stopped recording them locally. I just download them now. Muted and all. That's why sometimes I don't even do like music anymore, because I don't want them to get muted. I know you can split them out.
What I see.
But yeah, so my D drive is mostly my OBS videos, which is backed up to 2 separate externals. So I'll purge that quite often, because that, oh my gosh. And then my E drive is another SSD. I think that's my newest M2. And it's 2 terabytes and it just has every single game. It's so organized. But then I went through all the games that I don't play and I deleted a lot of stuff. So out of 2 terabytes, I have like 400 gigs free. I don't know, is that good? I don't know the percentages, if that's even 20%. I feel like it is. I feel like we're in the clear. But yeah, I need to do that too. All my downloads, oh Lord. I have a whole folder where all my downloads get copied to, and I organize it by year because that's like, does anybody else relate to that, having like a folder on the desktop that's like desktop crap? Desktop crap March, desktop crap April. Like, because I can be so organized to a point, but then I reach a point where I become a little like manic and I'm like, oh, I just gotta get this thing done. And there's like a bunch of random things that will end up that I'll probably never go back and need again, but I save them. Also, I back them up, so I've actually deleted former desktop files. But they're there for posterity, because Lord knows if I might need the frickin' screenshot that I took of something that doesn't matter 2 years later, a recipe or who knows what. But yeah. So before I go tanking a lot of money into doing PC upgrades, I need to do a little maintenance first. But I'm glad I don't have the FOMO though. I don't have that feeling of wanting a new video card. And I don't know, here's the thing. So you say your roommate has a 3080, but he only plays retro games like Donkey Kong. However, he does stream, so like, I don't know. I think if you're doing multiple things simultaneously, like obviously he doesn't need the 3080 for retro games, but it is a level of future-proofing, because who knows if he always wants to play those games.
Yeah,
There's levels to it. Yeah. So part of it is like future-proofing, and that's where I'm a little bit torn. So like, I could invest, I'm gonna say it's like $75 for 32 gigs of RAM, and it's a decent speed. For whatever reason, there's 4 numbers. It's like 16, 16, 18, 35 or something, like whatever. But I think the speed is like 16. What is happening with the ball? This table's wild. Stegosaurus! That is true. That is true. If you want to play randomizers and do modded retro gaming, even if you're streaming and you're editing video content though, like it's helpful to have a juiced up, video card and RAM for performance. But yeah, so I don't know if my chipset even supports DDR5. And I guess I should look it up. Like, how hard is that? I could literally just go to a website, like G-Scroll even has one. And you just enter in, here's my, whatever, my motherboard. Here's the code, which is like, I think mine's like Z370 or something. And then here's the type. So like mine is like Asus Tough, whatever. And then it says, okay, you can use this RAM. Because you want to make sure, I think you have to get the right speed, right? I don't know.
Oh wow, haha, I just
It's
realized
Kit!
the table you replay in the test kit.
But what I don't know and I need to check is like, is it worth the investment now to get DDR5 RAM and be future-proofed? Because it's DDR5. Or do I just get what's like, eventually it's still in production, but it's super cheap. 150 gigs for 64 gigs, 2 sticks, 232 gig sticks of like, I want to say it's like 3,600. I don't know, it's good speed. But even then, the speed isn't everything. It's gonna give me so much of a performance boost just to have more RAM in general. But
suggest you activate
Yeah, I don't know.
cruise mode.
These are the questions that it's like that picture of the girl laying in bed at night and being like,
DDR4 is still very much fun, but in theory, yes, one day DDR4 probably won't be a thing.
yeah. But then it's like, well, shouldn't I take advantage of the fact that it's so cheap right now? Yeah, it's a picture of the girl laying in bed and being like, I bet he's thinking of other girls. And he's like, is DDR RAM 4 or DDR4 or 5? Like, that's my brain before bed. I don't know. And I think the answer is just like, don't overcomplicate it.
Stegosaurus. That twist you get Emmy, haha.
Look, it's not always like that. It's not always like that, but Prime Day is coming up. And Lord knows there's going to be, like, I went on Camel because I checked the Amazon deals and the price history for things. Because you know they're going to be raising prices on stuff like this week on some things. To the next week be like 70% off. And it's like, of what, bro? You like raised the price 200%. So I'll check it, but I'm seeing that the graph for all the cost of RAM, sorry, I'm just draining this ball. The graph for the cost of RAM is like, it's like my Twitch stats. No, it's actually the opposite. Mine's been going like this, gently. But it's like,
Probably will be building something new anyway.
How much longer will we be staying here?
So I
That's
say
a real
let's
good
get
question.
back to the back, as they say.
yeah. So I think I'm just gonna get two 32 gig sticks. I have it saved. I'm gonna get a price alert when it drops. That'll give me 64 gigs of RAM, which is, I don't know the math, but right now I have 16 because I bought this PC and I put the custom things
That's a
in it.
real good question.
It's like a CyberPower PC, but I customized. I want this, you know. And they built it for me and shipped it to me. I haven't done any upgrades to it. Like, what am I waiting for? Well, other than I did put two M2 sticks in it, SSD sticks to expand. I got rid of the external or the hard drive, the HDD, and I did put it the 4K 60 in. So I mean, I did some stuff, but I didn't do anything to like really upgrade it.
LL be good for gaming for a while, but you know, run a server farm.
Thanks. I literally almost spit my coffee all over my pinball machine, which, like, act of God, if that happens, I'll just go buy a 4K pinball machine. like,
Not so fast.
like, I love this machine, but I'm not gonna be mad if something happens and I just like, whoops, gotta go buy the 4K version. No, I'm just kidding. I want it so bad.
May I suggest we increase our
Yes, right? It's like, well, it was meant to be.
May I suggest you activate auto cruise mode?
So yeah, I don't know. But in terms of games, right now it's just pinball, eventually VPX, and it's a lot of Beat Saber. And you know Stegosaurus, like VR is intensive. So I imagine, do you think going from 16 gigs of RAM to 64 is going to give me a little performance boost with virtual desktop, running Beat Saber, having 4 cameras for my Beat Saber streams? Like, why? Why? Honestly though, only one of the cameras is really like a decent camera. The others are.
It's less intensive, especially if you're restreaming, but to be honest, RAM might be the least of your worries.
Twitch pinball guy. Hey, what's up, Ned?
Consider using the pinball PC for VR.
The Twitch pinball guy followed your channel.
So many things. So this one over here, this is just my GoPro view, and that's running through a cam link. But then I added this view, which is actually, this is set up for Beat Saber. This is my new stretch cam, but I've got it pointed at the pinball machine today. So the GoPro doesn't take a lot of resources. This is a C920. This cam over here is just USB. It's fine. But then this one is my main cam that I use for Beat Saber. And like,
Actually, the biggest challenge I had when adding more better cameras was USB controllers. The motherboards tend to have only one or two controlling several ports.
oh yeah, I have like a USB dock, but some of them are HDMI.
In a bunch of uncompressed 1080p 60 cams, it got choppy real fast.
Yeah. What? Game Club Central?
Central. Cheer 100.
It's all the alerts going off for you.
Really here, FYI.
That's okay, Game Club. I appreciate you not being here with me.
Expansion has a controller Stegosaurus. Made a huge difference.
That's nice. Yeah, that was something when I first started doing, I can't remember which cameras, but I had to also go into like my USB sleep settings and make sure that my USBs weren't going to sleep. There have been so many tiers of levels to streaming. Like for new streamers starting out, I think it's, I'm Godspeed. Godspeed on that journey, because I'm grateful for everything I've learned up to this point, but oh my God, so many things, if I had to redo them, I'm like, man, it was a process.
My camera noticed I added one for workouts, which introduced excellent awkward angles. Haha.
Dude, awkward angles make streaming fun. You can absolutely, if you want to help me test it, Stegosaurus, test my GoPro angle. I've got to set up the streamer bot. Move your... I have to post that, hang on. Oh God, wait, can I do like a post pass? We're gonna try to catch it in this side. Oh, get back here. No, F, we drained. Okay, I'm gonna allow that because Auto Mom.
Haha, all got water, Mum D.
Here, I'll show you guys this. So we have,
Island, move your crotch away from the CAMREA.
we got daily zappies. Feel free to get your daily zappies. They're just a fun thing. We got fireworks. They cost 1 channel point. Do they work? Hello? I don't know. I guess I don't have it set up on this view, so we don't got fireworks. I'll set it up. Well, it should actually work on every view. We have these redeems for when everything just goes awry. And then my favorite one though is it's 500 channel points now. It's GoPro Cam various games. So when it works, and it shall work, you can see when I'm playing pinball the wide view of my pinball machine, and then also the overhead view of my pinball machine. And hopefully we don't crash my computer.
Stegosaurus. Nice.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's fun. We do what we can to stay interactive here. We're gonna restart this one. But I'm always looking for ways to improve my stream and make it more fun. And I was just talking about how with Prime Day coming up, oh my gosh, with Prime Day coming up, I'm trying to be very intentional about what I want to get, so I just don't buy a bunch of random junk. Why, pinball gods? What is this?
S1 big sheet hanging on clips.
Ghetto green screen? What do you mean? See, I need to see the BTS of what your green screen setup is. Because right now, my green screen setup, I don't know if you can even see it. You can't. So here, behind me, is the wall where my green screen is. It's on a curtain rod, and I just have the curtain pulled shut. So when I want to pull it out, I pull it out, but I usually put a C-stand up and like clip it out a little further.
Sure, ILL me on later tonight. Just remind me, happy to turn off the chroma key.
Yes, yes, I do want to see. I love the BTS aspects.
I was thinking of doing that.
It's fun. Back in the day, when I first was doing well, it was about a year ago, so not first. I was doing kind of like get ready with me, let's set up for Beat Saber streams, because what I used to do was set up 2 C-stands and hang the green screen every single stream.
My sensor detects vehicle questions on them with my protective.
Yeah, same.
I believe it's time.
I mean, not really guest room, but the green screen technically blocks a really nice window, which is a good source of light.
Michael Shogun on planning knows that behemoth.
Yeah.
Stegosaurus. Did you notice small hooks left?
Yeah. Look, it's however you want to set it up, which is best for your space.
I want to know what's going on.
It's been a journey switching from the green screen being put up in this like kitchen area, because we're in like a big studio. But that was invasive, right? Like what if Swirls wanted to go get food? Like I was basically blocking the fridge,
That's a real good
which is
question.
like Beat Saber. It's a diet and lifestyle in one. But I couldn't leave it up. I felt really bad. Like there'd be days where I would be like, hey, I want to stream again tomorrow. And I'd leave the green screen up, and like the side eyes that I would get if I did not, Because sometimes you want to stream the next day, and then you kind of wake up and your whole body is like, oh, I'm really old today. And then you don't. There's days that's gonna happen. And it's like, why didn't you take it down? It's like, well, maybe I might have wanted to, I don't know. I feel more motivated though when it's, the setup part of it is not a big deal.
You got me.
Yeah.
We did it, buddy.
That's okay. You know, your stream looks really good though. So if people don't notice, okay, we're gonna move to another table. I've been playing Ladder a lot and I'm just progressively, I'm like Ram, I'm just dropping in skill. No, I'm not paying attention as much as I think when I started. Ads. That's what I think about all the ads right now. No. No. Oh. I was actually thinking of, so I have a desk over here. I can give you guys a little tour. We'll do it on the green screen view. GoPro. So my room, like, look at this. We hung this up this last weekend because I didn't want to put my bike in storage. So now my bike is in here. Like, look how small this space is. I've got the computer, my computer, my makeup desk, my clothes. This is where my green screen is currently. Sorry, it's behind this light. But the green screen goes in like this space. It used to go in that space, and like that's my space. I mean, it doesn't look super big from here, but like we're talking about like this much floor space. I have a table here right now just for the view.
Oh wow, shit, you made a small space work pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, so it used to be all rearranged differently. And it's not super small, right? Like I've got a wide angle on my lens right now, which is instead of like the linear view. So it makes it look a lot smaller than it probably is. Cause I can take like 5 steps. Let me see. No, I can take about four long, like nice long strides, like 4 decent steps to go from one side to the other.
I have to plant my feet when I play VR. If I start walking, I inevitably start smashing walls.
Yeah, and then so the way that I play though is like I have 6 big pads on the floor, and then I have this standing desk mat that I use for pinball. I'll put that in my space, and this actually lets me know like where I'm standing in the room. But otherwise, yeah, I've smashed my hand into this desk. This desk.
You have some room to move towards the kitchen, which is helpful.
I mean, kind of.
Stegosaurus. Ha ha ha, oh man, that LL hurt.
So I was thinking of like, how can I, because this is like my whole little area, right? This is where I get ready. This is where I keep my clothes, like all my stuff, but it's also for streaming. So it's definitely been optimized for streaming, and it's nice that it's open enough. But
Stegosaurus.
yeah.
Detest you and your partner in that space.
Yeah, it's just us. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like he's been so kind to let me use this much of the apartment. But like there's a bunch of other space on that side that you never will see on stream. Just because it's like a whole different area, and it's got like our bookshelf and our bed and our closets and his office.
Hey, your partner and mine can start a support group.
Yeah. Honestly, though, he has a lot of patience.
Beaks and I have worked out some deals over the years.
Yeah. That's honestly, I think Swirls was really helpful. I wouldn't have been able to do a lot of this without him because everything was switched around before my brother visited. When my brother came, I just set this room up for him to we put up like an air mattress and he stayed with us.
We had our battles, but negotiation is key.
We have our battles if it starts taking over everything. But yes, it was his idea though to hang the green screen on the wall. And that has been really helpful because the hardest thing for me is when I switch between doing Beat Saber and doing Pinball, that flip, if you will, like between, oh, it's just super fast.
Yup, same line. You should set up for the main screen hardware.
But then once I have it set up, what's nice is I can leave it up for a week now. And then that's usually about how long I want to stream Beat Saber, is like a week. I did like 4 or 5 Beat Saber streams in 1 week, and I was starting to feel it. Like my body was like, okay, my knees hurt, or like whatever it was. Like the last one I did was 4th of July, and it was a 4.5 hour Beat Saber stream. Like I'm getting plenty of my workout in. But I also don't want to injure myself, so switching over to Pinball and something much more chill has been like a nice reprieve from that.
Oh man, there is the physical aspect, but like pancake streamers, don't you know the pain of streaming?
Honestly, streaming Pinball is like a dream. I gotta turn the AC on. Streaming Pinball, because I'm sitting in a chair, it's not like physically straining. Oof. Got a little toasty. It's much like, I don't know, it's just much less intense. Also, the whole setup aspect of it, setting up the green screen and making sure everything is keyed, and making sure there's 3 cameras in sync with my game. And look, I've chosen to make it this complicated. Swirls helps me make it look good. Oh, and Ned, I'm sorry, you mentioned earlier too about doing VR for Pinball. I actually haven't tried that either. I haven't tried any Pinball in VR. I've only done it for Beat Saber, like a rhythm game.
Sometimes you have to roll a hard 6.
Oh, yeah. A bazillion issues. But the complication is mostly physical, because it's me moving my camera. And right now I have it set up where I don't have to move it like a ton. It used to be way more difficult. Now it's just like pointing at a different angle. So I'm really simplifying. Yeah, honestly, when I reach that point, I don't know if this is just like from the years and years of like video editing, where you're like video editing 10 to 15 hours a day. Oh yeah. So here's 2 things. Stegosaurus, I'm always, and this is probably how your brain is too, I'm always like, what can I do to add to my stream, but also like give back to me? Yes, so yes, with you doing programming, same with video editing. If something's not working, it's like just reboot the PC and take a walk.
Great news.
Just walk away. It's probably not even something that you're doing wrong. Ooh, this table is so pretty.
That is hard to maintain motivation, especially if you're redoing it for fun.
Yeah, for me it's like getting everything set up, like spending like the couple hours to do it, and then by the time I'm ready to go live, I'm like, whew, I'm winded. But yeah, one of the things that I want to add, and this is the same as like your fun cams, is I've decided that I think I'm going to add like a massage chair redeem. And it's like not even a joke. It's not even a joke. For Swirls for Christmas, I got him this like seat. It's like a pad that goes over your gaming chair that has shiatsu massagers in the back. For the first time playing Beat Saber, my lower back was hurting. I'm like, damn, how? Like just probably bad posture or form, I don't know. But I literally just want to do like, force myself to sit for 10 minutes. Wait, does she do it on stream though? Cause like that's so legit. I'm always thinking I'm coming up with like original stuff. Oh. That's the goal. That's the goal. It's like, it's gonna be a really expensive redeem. So I can basically control it and just be like, Swirls, like it's time. But if anybody from chat like decides like, oh my gosh, Twist, you look like you are about to fall over, Then we could do like the massage chair routine. And it's not even gonna be, it's not anything. Like it's gonna be me just melting in my chair, chatting like normal. Like, and hopefully making the back pain go away. And then continuing on with Beat Saber. I think I'm only gonna do it during Beat Saber because with Pinball, like it's not really necessary. But for Beat Saber, it's any chance to find a way to take an extended break gives you that energy to play the game for another hour.
Even just a foot massages are like drugs to me.
Foot massager? I mean, this is why I'm sitting today. I don't want to like TMI. I'm wearing shoes also. And they have like thick soles. But yesterday, while I was playing, it was 3 hours of me playing like this, like a flamingo, standing on my foot. So now this side of my foot is in, like last night, I'm like, holy crap. I keep calling it my like pad, like how a dog has like a paw pad. I don't notice that I'm doing these things while I'm playing though. So last night when I go to bed, I'm like, oh my God, my foot is killing me. And I have to run through my brain, what did I possibly do that I could have injured myself? I sat in a chair, I took my dog on a walk, I walked to the grocery store, and I played pinball. And it's like, was it flamingo? Like, I will clip out probably a 20-minute section of my stream standing on one foot. But yeah, as far as the stretching goes too, Stiglosaurus, so I added, so that's the fun thing about this camera during Beat Saber, and you might have seen a clip of it. This camera, the bird's eye, it's actually a full camera shot in Beat Saber, and I keyed it out and I added like cool free backgrounds from VidEasy, videasy.com. They have like a lot of cool stuff. And I made it a stretching segment. So it's called Super Stretch now. And basically, instead of just me doing like a half-assed.
I considered doing something like that at some point.
Yeah. So I thought I'd turn it like, let's make this into a big moment. Let's, you know, instead of me just doing, oh, here's my stretch.
Mounting the damn thing without drilling holes in things.
Yeah, there's a hole drilled and a screw, and it's run with a cable that's run to, I got a USB extender cord for $4 on Amazon, like a high-speed USB 6-foot gray cable, and it's really, that's all I needed. But will this be here forever? Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'll keep all the excess stuff. But for now, it's fun.
I drilled holes for mounting my base stations in that room at SA concrete ceiling. It was painful pain.
Yeah, ooh, concrete. How the heck did you drill that? I had a base station set up over there, and originally I thought we were gonna put the camera in that, and then we were just like, nah. We bought spackle.
Those stations are going nowhere.
I am curious though, so how do you drill into concrete? I was grateful that at Home Depot, dude, when I wanted to get the bike, sorry, I'm playing bad. When I wanted to get the bike, this thing, this view. So this mount that the bike is on, and this is my light bike. I don't have, my mountain bike is not up here because I wanted to give this a week to make sure it doesn't come down. That mount on Amazon was supposed to be like 20, 30 bucks. And I was like, heck no. Like, that's too much. I went to Home Depot, it was like $7 for a 50-pound, it came with the screws, really, really nice mount. Shop around. Yeah. So like sometimes when I want to do projects, I usually will go to Amazon first, but like,
That is pretty cheap.
yeah, and it's really strong. But then, so what we had to do though, so it was $7 for that, but then I knew that I needed to drill it into a stud, and we didn't have a stud finder. So we spent $13 on a Stanley, I think it was. Is it Stanley? That's funny. No, I don't know. Whatever the brand of stud finder is though. But then when I got home, realized that it only took like 9-volt batteries, like the fat batteries. And meanwhile, like I have a giant box of AAA and AA's. So like I'm researching how to like combine them and cut the, like, I'm like, okay, no, let's just literally get a battery.
Stud finders, I use the trick my dad uses a hammer and ears.
What do? You just hit it and like listen for the sound?
Works hey.
I mean, I will take my stud finder and certainty that my bike is not going to fall down. I'm putting this bike here first though, but eventually the other bike will go there. And this bike will probably, I don't know, find a new space. But yeah, the goal is I don't want my nice bike to be down in my storage unit.
When it sounds like you're reheating a stud, I am not sure how well it works for steel studs there.
Oh yeah. So I think it worked pretty well. But yeah, all in, the stud finder and the legitimate bike holder was under 20 bucks. But unfortunately, I had already spent like, I'm gonna say 5 or 10 bucks buying J-hooks off Amazon, thinking that J-hooks were going to do the trick. So now I have some J-hooks that I don't know what to do with them. Oh, but they'll find a home. We'll find some way of using them. Maybe we can hang our lightsabers. We've got like the really cool lightsabers from Disney, from Galaxy's Edge. But honestly, if I'm gonna hang lightsabers, I think we'll get a really nice wall mount for them. Seriously. Oh well, I mean whatever, they were $5. It doesn't hurt to have like extra stuff available.
J-hooks aren't exactly pretty.
No. But maybe they'll find their use like in the future if I have like an outdoor garden area. Ah! Why was it so fast? An outdoor garden area. I gotta check that.
Oh, totally. Keep them around you. LL inevitably have a use for them.
Oh, I know I will. And it's not like being a hoarder. It's like literally it goes in the tool bag and will become useful in time. No. Okay. What time is it? Why? I'm like getting emails about surveys. Like,
Stegosaurus.
nope, don't care.
That S what we keep telling ourselves. I am not hoarding it S practical.
It is practical, but again, Stegosaurus, we have a small space, so we, at the beginning of the stream, I was talking about how, like, collecting can be such an obnoxious hobby, I guess. Like, if I had the space for pinball machines, I would probably own 3 physical pinball machines by now, and not just this digital one. Like, if I had a basement, like, there goes my savings. But living in a small space, it's like forced me to be a little bit more practical in what I keep versus, like, when I go out shopping, like, I'm like, I don't need this. Like, I've developed like a, I don't know, a minimalistic mindset for some things. It doesn't apply to all areas of my life. But I saw somebody on my Facebook feed, I don't even know who, but they were doing like a yard sale.
Stegosaurus.
And man, the stuff that they were selling.
Has a nice big house that S packed with tech games. He has got a bunch of arcade machines, a basketball machine, pool table.
I mean, that's awesome. And like, that stuff's cool. I'm ready for the day.
For saving our collective assets.
Yeah, well, Swirls and I are like, we are both little kids when it comes to this stuff, and he's gonna have to keep me in check. Like, it's a two-way street where I'm pretty sure we both have hobbies and fascinations, and like my motto is, it's like, well, you work for your money, like you can spend it how you want. You know, I think we both deserve to have like our own space and just do whatever the heck we want with it. That said, if we had a family, like, you know, we're raising little ones, I would probably have a different philosophy. But life's too short to give a shit how many, whatever he wants to have. But also, it's the opposite. He's very, like, clean and neat and organized. I'm like, I've got 2 bicycles and a pinball machine. And, like, I mean, I think I'm the one out of control here. So, maybe I'm projecting a little bit. Like, of course, honey, you can have all the things you want, because if you can't, I sure can't. I don't know. I think that's healthy though. But I've been very behaved in my impulse buys. I don't usually. So yes, with Prime Day, for anybody who needs to hear this, don't buy useless shit.
One of which are the guts of a computer I literally pulled out of a dumpster. Stegosaurus. More laptops, Raspberry Pi.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to repurpose one of my laptops.
Cables and cables.
So we do have a bin under our bed with, they're all countercoiled and wrapped and like nicely put together, but like from hard drives from previous lives we've lived, where, and again, with just like video editing and stuff, but yeah, so many cables and cables that are obsolete AF.
We have to eliminate that threat.
But I need those cables if I need to like open up, like unlock the history. Sometimes there's something I need to get and it lives on an old hard drive.
Stegosaurus.
Way beyond the red
Oh, and the Logitech steering wheel Thrustmaster T1600
Marines left on the left.
Xbox
Let them
controllers. Stegosaurus. And then cables.
Are you going through my storage right now, Stegosaurus? Because I also have a steering wheel. Joystick and throttle sounds awesome. I also have a DJ turntable, an iDJ from 2007 that you could put an iPod into. And definitely was not like, why did I spend $700 on this? At the time, I thought I was going to DJ. We used it for flash raves, and I mean, I was working at the radio station. Like, it made sense at the time.
There are days that I really hate this job.
But now it's like, nobody needs this. But it is cool. Even though the iPod part doesn't work, it still technically has
Way beyond the red light.
a lot of connections that would work.
May the gods have mercy on your
Oh
soul.
no, I tilted.
It's been an honor.
Yeah, and it has a USB stick and it could hook up to a PC. There's ways that I could use it, but I don't need to. I thought about using it for streaming.
Radio, the best the place. Everyone keeps asking if that's what I do for a living.
Well, you know, some people have like the radio voice. I don't use it while streaming.
Moments ago, this ship
I
received
think more conversational works better for streaming. I mean, it wasn't like an official, it was like college radio. It wasn't like, but I was paid because I ran a class. Does that make sense?
I'm looking for options.
I was like a promotions, or no, a program director.
I have a mission for you.
And there was like 50 people in the class. And so, yeah, it's worked out. But it was definitely while I was still in school, and it was kind of like a stipend might be a better word than paid. Nah.
Gotcha, I gather you were in the marketing industry.
Broadcasting post-production. So after that, I went and I worked in long-form TV, making TV shows. I have like producer and editor credits for shows on like Travel Channel, Animal Planet. And then I worked on a lot of daytime talk shows. One of which I got to meet Anderson Cooper. That was cool. But yeah, his show for a few years, some other shows. And then a lot of like television promos.
Stegosaurus. Oh, fantastic.
So for like TV shows, like stuff like Next Ons or trailers, or I don't know, sometimes it was like sales tapes, like the Super Bowl sales tape, like internal marketing, I guess. But I was more on the tech side of it, dealing with media and storage and archival and ingest and delivery and you name it. And then in LA, I worked at Activision Blizzard for a little while, which crazily enough, I went to a house party this weekend and I met somebody else and they were like,
Career has taken me through a few industries, but I really worked at a few ad agencies.
Days that I really hate this.
oh, cool.
Stegosaurus. Building campaign sites for various brands.
Sometimes you
Okay, so it's very transferable.
Would you love a machine? Dr. Baltar would like
Yeah, it
to
was
start
funny chatting with this girl
as soon as
who,
possible.
she was like describing the company without like being super forthcoming. And I'm like, this sounds like very familiar. I'm like, where is it that you work? And when she told me, I'm like, oh my God, shut up, I used to work there too. Wild. And she's like, oh, I still work there. So I'm like, that's really cool. But yeah, totally different side of the same product, I guess. She's more into programming. And yes, creating websites, which I thought was cool. Very, very neat stuff.
Stegosaurus. And I am told the parties I experienced were tame compared to years before, haha.
I can't imagine. I don't know if you've ever seen that show. God, what's the guy that's in it?
Perfectly fine.
He's got a real punchable face. Not Josh Hartnett, the other guy.
Activision, Kyle Bosman.
He was from 500 Days of Summer. I can't remember. But anyway, Uber, that show about Uber, where they like partied really crazy hard. Like that's how I imagine the parties used to be at some of these companies before. Mad Men. Perfectly Fine. Another streamer I watched used to work at Activision. He was with Game Trailers. And yeah, okay. I don't know them. I mean, it was a huge company. Like even in our department, like I don't know how many they have now, but there was like 500 people just in broadcasting. So, but that's not someone I worked with directly. But yeah, I mean, that's been a few years ago now. But yeah, so basically though, my bread and butter is like in broadcasting, TV, writing, editing, that kind of thing.
Yes, I have a nice punchable face.
I mean that in the kindest way, but it's just like, you know, like, look, some people on TV are cast to play villains and some people are cast to play heels. And like, I don't know. I think he was miscast. I think that they tried to make him like a heartthrob in a lot of stuff. And sometimes it's like,
I'm looking for
I don't know.
This is the commander. Could you
Like,
machine?
I mean, he's fine. I don't know.
Put together a plan for Raptors
We're
to
finding
sabotage the
survivors.
star system.
Yeah. So I was on this Apple TV show. You should see me pausing. I'm not gonna say the show because it's still in the process of releasing episodes. So like, but I did some background work and the show is now out. And like going through, not watching the episode. Like we started watching it, but I was like, I just want to see where I'm at in these scenes and like pausing, trying to find myself. But it's so silly. It's so silly. There's so many people in these scenes. Like who cares? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna see me. Even if I like, it's like playing Where's Waldo. It's like, oh, there she is. So yeah, if you happen to watch Apple TV, you see me in the background. That's what I've been up to lately. Just getting out there, doing other stuff in the industry that's not post-production.
I mean, there is something about seeing yourself in video.
Yeah, but it's funny because it's like, here's these videos, and like it's like the whole video is me. Could care less. Like it's, you know, but it's different. It's different when it's like a produced show and there's like an A-list actor in it, and you're like, I was in a scene with them. You feel like, which is weird. I'm trying to like wrap my head around like why that matters. Why is that different? I don't know. But what is cool is like being on set with other people, and
Where shall we go?
I think that's always been something I've been curious about is like, what's that experience actually like?
So if it has something on a major show or at least a platform.
Yeah. Well, and right now the stuff that's coming out, it's like this month is a show, and then there's like 3 or 4 more shows coming out over the next few months.
I think
It's mostly Netflix and Apple TV, I think. Yeah, except like my level of involvement is like me being like pantomiming. It's like not on this show though. This one, I'll wait until it's out, and then if I find it, we'll laugh about it later. But a lot of the other shows.
Just showing up for 30 seconds, you still in it.
Yeah, I mean it's background. It's probably like, how do I make this camera go out of focus?
This is the commander.
It is exciting to be in proximity of things, but also being NDA'd to a level where you can't really talk about it. I want to do more though. I like going to set. I think that's fun. That's like a fun part of Los Angeles that didn't really get to experience that kind of stuff in any other place I lived. Even though, can't say I didn't try. I was very close to, I was supposed to be in an episode. I can talk about this because I didn't get cast in it. Beaks? We go sing, wait, what's choir, choir, choir?
Together a plan for raptors to scout
Tell me
each
more.
star system.
Well, that is great news.
Also, Stegosaurus and Perfectly Fine, thank you guys for keeping me company today. It always makes it more fun to chat.
Sometimes you have to roll a hard 6. Let me stop you there.
Oh.
No, there are days that I really hate this job.
Wait, so they would use it?
Don't let it get to your head.
Well, one day they had a special guest, Rick Astley.
What? No way. No way. That's a pretty big guest.
Steglosaurus. So she was in the crowd singing Never Gonna Give You Up.
Oh, stop. That's great. It's like the most opposite Rickroll Rickroll.
Out in the crowd in the video.
Aw, that's fun. See, and the thing that I like about that is it's kind of like, it's a bit of your legacy. It's something that someday you'll be able to look back and be like, hey, I was there, I did that. It's exactly, it's the only Rickroll you want.
Could you love a machine? This is the commander. Dr. Baltar would like to start widespread
Finder,
testing
Silent
as
Detector,
soon as
Quorum. Let's do Quorum. Because it starts with a QU, and that's cute. Cute. Stegosaurus, how have you been? Like, what have you been up to? I know you're streaming tonight. Is it going to be, what is that game? Audica? Which, oh my god, I'm so sorry that you like took the time to go through and show me how the tutorial works, because I could just buy the game and do the tutorial myself. But I appreciate you. I mean, it was really good content regardless. It was interesting. Ah!
Steglosaurus.
must be worthy of
I am thinking gonna do since I
it.
gotta move my lazy ass. I've been slothing the last week or two.
Okay, I want to get Synth Riders modded. What do I need? Is it a program like mod? Like, is it as easy to mod synth as it is to mod Beat Saber?
The commander. Sometimes you have to
Because
roll a hard 6.
sometimes I play Beat Saber, but then I get tired, and I feel like playing synth would be less wrist, like less chance of me getting injury playing. So I'd like to add it to the because I have it.
Steglosaurus. It is not too bad. It uses melon loader to mod it.
Melon Loader? Did McMellan make that? What's Melon Loader? That's fun.
Sometimes you have
I need to look into it. I guess I should just find a Discord where they like have the info to do it, and I should do it. Add it to my to-do list. But I have been thinking about that for a while. I really would like to have modded synth. Although I don't know the tiers of the skill level. Ah!
to survive.
If it's more difficult than just OST synth, because I'm not very good at it yet.
Sometimes you have
I haven't played it enough to really understand like exactly how to play it.
Steglosaurus.
I just kind of like
So
flail
melon
my arms a
loader
little.
is the thing that patches synth or at least standardizes how mods are written. It also pulls out the guts of the game so you can indeed write mods.
Okay, wait, I gotta see this.
Stegosaurus. Installing it is pretty straightforward. I can send you a link to the instructions.
I mean, yeah, feel free if you don't mind. I don't want you to have to go out of your way. Although links won't paste in this chat.
After that, for whatever mod you want, you just drop the DLL file into the mods folder and that's it.
Nice. And does it do song request in the same way that you can do song request in Beat Saber? Or is that separate? Like in Beat Saber, I used to use like, I don't even remember, Cherry or something else. Songs.
Stegosaurus.
And now I just use BS Plus.
Note that all it essay link icons you can manage the address task of copy
into
paste.
uncharted space.
Okay, cool, cool. I will absolutely be able to.
Stegosaurus. So good news on that front, song requests and Twitch integration is built into the game.
Wow.
Stegosaurus. No modding required.
Wait, really? I I think Casey told me that at one point, and it didn't click in my brain. How does that work?
Life.
Like, how is it built into the game? That's neat. My wrister. Oddly feeling it from playing pinball. Okay, it's 1:44. I've only been live for an hour and a half, but I need to make myself a little bit of lunch. And I've really enjoyed chatting, Stegosaurus. But if you have to go while I take my little lunch snack break, totally cool. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so when I switch back to Beat Saber, I'd like to do Beat Saber and Synth. Although, I don't know if I can stream Synth. Do you have to use Live? I mean, I could technically use Live, especially if I have the RAM.
Stegosaurus. Yeah, I might go finish the work.
Yes.
To be doing haha.
I totally, that's fine, yes. I feel bad for distracting you, but I appreciate your company. And yeah, I will figure that out, because I'm probably gonna be playing Beat Saber again after Prime Day is over. I really want to get this set up. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as sooner than that, but we'll see. Regardless, before the end of the month.
So Live is easiest. There are other ways to superimpose yourself in the game, which I haven't messed with much.
Yeah, I ditched Live in Beat Saber to use Camera 2.
There are others that could help with that though.
So I'm just wondering if I have to do like another standalone thing. But basically, I could still use Camera 2 for Beat Saber and then just have Live while I'm streaming. As long as the compositor's like available, I think I can still play it. Because I did a stream where I did Walkabout Mini Golf at the end. So, same thing. I think I could make it work. But yeah, Live is easy for calibrating on the fly. Whereas Camera 2 might be a little trickier. Anyway, I'm going to heat up my delicious rice burrito bowl.
Camera 2 equivalent for synth. There is also the built-in synth spectator view you can mess with.
Ooh, okay, I got a lot of work cut out for me then. I'm going to play a BRB video, but it's not going to be long, just long enough for me to heat up the food. Have a little snacky, and then I'll come back and I'll keep playing more.
Customs Aaron has instructions on modding.
Yay! Oh, it doesn't send the link here. I can't even click the button to let it show. I don't know if you can send me the message though, like DM message. Yeah, we've played Knight Rider, we've played Battlestar. Xena is next.
My name is Xena.
So we come back, that's what we'll be playing. Yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. But yeah, don't go far, guys. I'll be here. Keep the tab open. Check back in like 5 minutes. And I'm gonna play a little BRB video. And I'm probably gonna switch it out for the fact so it's not the same one as yesterday, but see you in a few. This is Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. Okay. Contra Hard Corps, released in 1994. Wage war against your enemies in this non-stop action shooter. Choose between multiple characters, weapons, and even paths as you blast your way through crazy boss fights alone or with a friend. I think that a model remake of this over idea could be really cool. I agree. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that there's a linear progression, but it's kind of like choose your own adventure or panel. Beat 'em up style is definitely fun. And it's kind of like you have to beat the boss in every room before you can move on, so. Sick. Contra. Ooh, this one has 2 players. Was that last one 2 players? I should go back and check. Select player. Look how the faces morph. Okay, I love how the faces morph. I could just do this all day. I'm gonna be the Wolverine. Fang. We're gonna play as Fang. Our security system has been breached by an unknown hacker. Emergency. An unmanned robot is running rampant throughout the city. Now B's the dominant button again. Morph cut. Yeah. It's morphin' time. I want you to proceed through the area ASAP and restore order. Hello? Where am I? Oh, hey! That's me. Yeah! Let's go. Stop thing. Alright. There is no game as satisfying to play as one where you are just completely and utterly unstoppable. No Fang! And we immediately get power-ups that just make everything... How did I know to blow up that car, you ask? Intuition. Dude. This is the video game that all the moms were like, I don't want my kid playing this game. They saw this game. This is the game they showed at the meetings. You seen this? Oh, so much flames. What? Did I just die? No way. No way. Yes, continue. One player. I want to play this with 2 players. Okay, we played as Fang. Now let's play... Let's start as this dude. Ray. I'm like, wait, where am I? Ray's the name. Kicking ass, taking names. What? Ray, stop dying, bro. You gotta get your flamethrower. Ray! Dude, Ray's trash. So violent, will 100% turn anyone who plays it into a hardened criminal. It's true. Alright, now we're gonna try Susie. Wouldn't it be funny if her name was Susie? Sheena! I was so close! Oh my god, Sheena. Alright, Sheena, let's see how well you drive. Sheena is basically Ray, which is cool. They give you an option to play as a female character, and she has the exact same abilities. Progressive. I mean, maybe it's not the exact same. I'm not really sure, because she can do this really cool jump. Did Ray do that? Oh my god, look at this gun! No, Sheena! Sheena's not that good at this game. Okay. Let's try one last time. Even though I could play this all day. As... Who's this? Brownie. Is his name Brownie? He's so short! Oh, crap. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I had beginner's luck with Fang, but Fang was my favorite. Alright. Sheena. We're gonna go again. We're gonna go again. Out of all the characters, Fang is my favorite. He's got a little voice line. All right, Fang, let's go. I guess they all have the same abilities. Fang's just really tall. Texie88, what's good? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I am normally a Metroid Dread speedrunner casually, but I do a variety of games. I like playing some VR Beat Saber. Today, I'm going through the Sega Genesis mini library and just playing every game for like a few minutes. We're just kind of checking out some games. This one's Contra, and so far it's so satisfying. But yeah, thank you. Let me give you a shout out because I died. But yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Texie Raid. I'm gonna give you a couple shout outs. So I think there's one, Texie88. So I'll give you that one. And then I think I could do shout out Texie 88. You guys go give Texie a follow. Let's see, Texie, what were you playing? Unfortunately, I didn't have... Oh, wait, I know. Sorry. I remember. Raid. Texie 88. Okay. They were just playing no game. What? Okay, cool. Well, interesting. I don't know how that works, but yeah, thank you, Raiders. Welcome in. You're playing Earthworm Jim. Oh, nice. Okay. I think that's on here. I'm gonna hit end really quick. How's Earthworm Jim? Are you like really good at it? Because I'm very casual at every game, and all of these games are so much harder than I remember. But some of them are extremely satisfying to play. But yeah, I'm just using this today. My Sega Genesis Mini. I have quite a few consoles to choose from. This one was Contra Hard Corps. Let's go back to the main menu. I think... Does this have Earthworm Jim? It does. Oh, hey! You remember being super hard? So yeah, that one's coming up on my list. It's about 4 games away from it. So far, I've just been going alphabetically. And I've really enjoyed Castlevania Bloodlines, although it's extremely hard. But Contra Hard Corps, we're gonna do this one more time. This one's like very, very, very fun. All right. What were you playing it on, Texie? Do you also have the Genesis Mini, or were you using emulator? Contra Hard Corps got tweaked in my part of the world. All the human characters were replaced with robots, and some cutscenes were tweaked or cut completely. The game was also renamed Probotector. Whoa. Whoa. That's amazing. I did not know that. I wonder why. Wait, did you tell me about this? Texie, you've been here before, haven't you? I feel like I remember you because you gave me a lot of like really cool intel when I was playing the NES Mini and doing kind of the same thing. I don't have the Sega Mega Drive Mini, but I do have the SNES Mini as well as the real SNES. Oh, dude, I wish I still had my original Super Nintendo. All right, let's start. I love that you can play this as 2 players, though. Oh, that's what I was gonna check. I missed. Okay, one more time is Fang. I had so many games. I still have my original N64. I don't know if you guys can see it. You can see it right here. It's kind of hiding. And I have like a stack here of N64 games. But I don't have all of my OG games because my brother traded a couple. So, some new games in the pile. Oh, wow. That's a really good intel. Yeah, this game is definitely, I was saying earlier, this is like the game that like all the moms were like, it's too violent for my kids. Which like when I was in college, I mean, we did learn about, I gotta go again, I wasn't really paying attention. We did learn about like video game violence and like, what's this guy's name? Brownie? I can't really read the text. I gave my N64 to my brother because I haven't played it in like 10 years and he wanted it. Mashimaru, that's super cool of you. This guy's so little. He's like little Ant-Man. Why is this harder than the first time I played it? Look how fast I'm dying, y'all. What's going on? Imagine the look on their faces when they saw GTA. Yeah, I can't remember how old I was the first time I played GTA. I have to think I was like 13. I don't know, maybe younger than that. Dude, there's just something about Fang where I feel like he's pretty unstoppable. You definitely need 2 players for this game, though. Oh, crap. Dude, I got 3 lives and I'm just blasting through them. Dude! I died already! I at least made it to the... I guess that hard corpse sounding like the word hardcore is part of the reason it's so difficult. He's a wolf and he's tall, so that's 2 things. Alright. I'm gonna keep rolling. Okay, I'm back. That was a little longer than I was planning because I decided to make all this food. It's like Chipotle style bowl. I don't know if you can see it. I mean, my style. But I didn't get a chance to eat it yet. I usually don't like eating on stream, but I don't know. So let me know if you want me to play another BRB video or like a compilation video. But I'm building little tacos. So I've got my rice, which I seasoned yesterday. This turned out really good, actually. I put brown rice in the pressure cooker and put diced tomatoes, like a can of diced tomatoes, and some seasonings. So I use like a bouillon cube, tomato bouillon, and some cumin. And I pressure cooked that for like, oh, and water, of course. Pressure cooked that for like 15 minutes and did a natural release. And then I have rotisserie chicken. So I'm loading this up with sour cream, rice, black beans that I just put lime juice and adobo seasoning in those. And then what took so long was that I forgot I don't have shredded cheese. I just have a block of cheese. So I had to shred the mozzarella cheese. So that's gonna add to the time. And then yeah, just a little bit of, but I feel like I can't eat this on stream. It's gonna be obnoxious. So I'm gonna go to a different view so you guys won't be able to see me take bites because, I mean, I don't know, whatever. Like you've been out to lunch with people before, but I mean, I have a few bites of food and then I'm gonna keep playing pinball. I just do need to eat something. This turned out really good. And my dog is sitting next to me, begging. I've never once, I mean, maybe things fall to the floor. And so he's like, assuming that a piece of rice or a piece of chicken is going to drop and he'll be able to get it. But that's not the case. Wait, why isn't it showing my back glass? I think I just closed that accidentally. And then I gotta open the dot matrix too. Cool. Well, I'm glad I caught that. Because we can't be playing pinball. Can't be playing pinball without. In the meantime though, let's set up a tournament. I'll give you guys a head start. Oh, I don't have this on. Boop. So you can see what I'm doing at least. So we're gonna create, if anybody happens to have the Knight Rider table, well, you know what? You might not have the Knight Rider table. What's a good table if we wanted to do a tournament right now? A 1-hour tournament. What's something that everybody has access to? I feel like Indiana is a good one. World Cup Soccer, I feel like a lot of people have World Cup Soccer. And that's a nice chill table where I could actually talk. Let's do World Cup Soccer. And we'll set it up classic. Time limit 1 hour, unlimited play. We're gonna do closed, password, arcade. Did I type that? ARCADE. Wait, I swear. There it is. Oh, it's down here. Create. So if anybody wants to play, type that in chat and then I'll give you guys a head start. World Cup Soccer, Pinball FX Tournament, 1 hour tournament, password arcade. And then 60 minutes. Boop. There we go. Okay, sweet. Why do I have Premiere open still? No. Stop. That's definitely not necessary. Bye, Premiere. See you later. See you later, Premiere. It's gonna help with my resources maybe a little bit. All right, back to this view though while I eat lunch. And we'll leave the jammers going. I recently canceled Spotify, so I don't have Spotify music for the background, but I guess that means no DMCA. Yeah, appreciate y'all if you're hanging out. I wanted to stream a little longer and I didn't want to run out of stamina, but you gotta eat. A lot of people will like stream and not take time. And I was pretty much just fueled on coffee this morning. But then when we're back, we're gonna play some games. You wish, Leo. I kind of want to make not taquinos, but taquitos. Fry up some taquitos. You can't do it with flour shells. Sorry, corn shells. You have to have flour shells. I'm actually gonna put my mic down while I eat. I'm just realizing how rude that is. Snap. All right, so that way it's not close to my mouth.
Perfectly fine, okay. Did you see that one guy in the chat last night asking everyone what they had for dinner? Perfectly fine, okay.
Yes, but I was playing. I was playing. I couldn't answer. I was flipping. I would have answered. That's usually what like the streamer should do. Maybe he wanted to know like what she should make.
Perfectly fine, okay. Literally very interested in what everyone was eating.
I should have been like, here, bro. I'm eating a Chipotle bowl dupe. Well, tacos too. I'm gonna be eating this for like the next 3 or 4 days. I kind of like mix and match though. I can make a salad out of this, a bowl, tacos, burrito, because I have other tortillas. We could make arepas, which are kind of like sopas, or there's like all kinds of different ways that you can, just with the base things, rice, meat, beans, lettuce, cheese. Pretty versatile. If anybody wants to get a head start, we're gonna do World Cup soccer. Perfectly fine. You're welcome to join if you're free. I'm doing a 1-hour tournament after I finish eating my food. My dog is being very good, sitting here watching. Song's got me pumped. I'm sorry, Leo. Where's your kibbles? Can you get your kibbles? Still have some. Give me more. There you go. I'm so clumsy today. I literally spilled kibbles. Just scooping them. Why? Why am I so clumsy? Who knows? Okay, I'm putting the mic away. I'm gonna keep eating. I want to finish this. Oh, Leo's being good eating too. I didn't do it just now, but I saw this like brain hack of how to build a burrito, and it's like literally, not even that, a taco. It's like literally you take the tortilla and grab everything. Why didn't I do that? Wait, this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna put the mic next to Leo's kibble bowl while he eats kibbles, and then I'm gonna eat food. I don't know why I think that's funny, but here. I'm sorry to subject you to my dog eating kibbles. That is every night at midnight. I swear, every night at midnight. And this is why I'm eating with him now, because if I don't eat with him, he won't eat. It's part of the pack. I don't know. It's just how we roll here. Everybody's like, oh my god, I do not want to listen to this dog eat kibbles. Maybe you do. I think he's happy. I think he's happy because when he's like done eating, he'll kind of walk around the kitchen and look for bits of food on the floor. There's nothing. I literally vacuum every day. There's nothing on the floor. But he like hunts. And now he's like rolling around on my green screen, patting. Are you happy? Did you get enough? Okay. Me too. I think I got enough as well. I'm just gonna put the rest away. Okay, we're back. It's official. We've had our lunch. We feel good. Leo feels great. Everybody who hung out, you're the best. Let's keep playing pinball. No. I feel like it was a little bit of a longer break, but I was here for some of it. It was like 5 minutes to make food, which was really like 12 minutes. Did I already get a knock? Extra ball, let's go. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Okay, I'm done speaking up. Just use this extra ball right here right away. Please tell me there was a... Thank you. Also, there's soccer games on right now. Are they done? There's one at 5, which is Colombia, Uruguay. And we're hoping Colombia wins so we can see Colombia and Argentina in the final. Canada got their butts whooped by Argentina. Which is a bummer because Canada beat Venezuela, and like, let's be honest, we would have rather seen Venezuela in the final. But that's fine. That's fine for anybody from Canada. You guys made it pretty far. But last night's game was not pretty. At all. What? That's what I get for talking smack about Canada, huh? Drained all the balls. I'll never do it again. What? It's over already? And we got a match. It's so funny though, perfectly fine. And again, I said last night, like I was like between cooking dinner and, oh my God, you played! 861? Where are you showing up from? I didn't realize how good you were at pinball until I started seeing some of your scores. Dude, thank you for one, for playing. But two, what? What's the trick? What's the secret? Is it multi-balls? I mean, you're probably playing again. That's how it was last night. Like, it's hard for people in chat to answer questions when you're actively busy playing a game. I thought I had a great ball one. I got an extra ball. All right, let's see how high I can go. Have you ever got, what's the next step? Is it a zillion? Yeah, you don't have to. If I get a score I'm like satisfied with, I'm like, okay, I'm good. Like last night, I was like, I don't think I can do better than this in Grimm's Fairy Tales, but then I kept playing, and I actually, because I went from 12 million to 20 million to then 70. So I'm glad that I kept playing. But after 70, I'm like, there's no way. Yeah, this table is so good. No!
Perfectly fine, okay.
Smart. Yeah, okay. I'll work on that. Last night I was playing on a controller. In fact, I actually need to wrap my cable. Well, depends though. If I play tonight, I'll probably play on a controller some more. Doom and what's the other table for tonight? Do you know? I could literally just check the Discord. I don't know how well I'll do on Doom. I feel like Doom's kind of like anybody's game. They should have Skyrim. Oh, Star Wars. Oh wait, haven't we already played that one? No, we did Calrissian Chronicles. Okay, then so yeah, I haven't done that in a tournament yet. Amiga Cammy! Hello, hello, hello. We're doing a little Pinball FX tournament. Just a little mini one. But Perfectly Fine is beating me. By a lot. Do you play Pinball FX, Amiga Cammy? I know you have a digital table, but... I just finished eating some lunch. Okay, I need all the strategy. Basically, like, I like Doom because I like the vibe of that table. I enjoy, I'll often pick the one where there's like the floating, whatever that mode is called where there's like a floating rocks. I mean, I feel like I'm doing okay, but I don't know. We got a long ways to go to catch up to you. Oh! Oh, okay. Gotcha. I feel like it's time for me to upgrade my Android, but I just don't want to. But my phone is older than my computer. But I'm like, it's a phone and it costs a lot of money and I don't really want to pay for a whole new phone. Oh, that's true. I don't think I realized that. I think I just thought I was like always having a good game. Complete starlights. Oh, we gotta go up the ramp. Yes, let's go, let's go. Ball locked. Shoot final draw. Is that on the right? Or is it this ramp again? Yo. Play with us. We're doing a little tournament. There's probably at least still 45 minutes left, maybe a little less. Even one game. Let's see if you can snipe perfectly fine okay score. I'm going for it. Also, welcome in, Aron. How you been? I don't know, I feel like I'm gonna snipe your score. I'm coming for you. Ooh. It's getting a little crazy. Let's just try to shoot this. Oh, final, that's right here. Oh, that's not the shot. I see it. I wanna do the multi-ball. What's happening? I'm so close to it. I don't know if I can shoot a same side flip into it, but it's right in front of the soccer ball. Almost had it. Nope. Ah, it's not it. Ah, man, I really want this shot. I want to get the multi-ball. Okay, maybe I'll be able to do it from this side. Oh, too soon. Whew, good save, good save. Yeah, you absolutely should. Too late. No! Oh my god. Maybe I shouldn't worry about this multi-ball. No! Oh, I really wanted it. Dang it. I didn't, wait, we're not done yet. I can still snipe perfectly fine score. But if I get multi-ball, I can absolutely beat your score. That shot is impossible. No! No! Oh my god, I think that's game. Wait, did I barely miss it? I got 821. What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? I know you got over 8, but I feel like you got like 870 or something. 860! Oh, I was so close to beating your score perfectly fine. Are you kidding me? If I had multi-ball, that would have been it. That would have been it. This isn't one of your better games, Aron?
Perfectly fine, okay. Damn good job.
I did okay. But you know what we gotta get is 1 billion. Who's gonna get 1 billion? I wanna see somebody come out and get 1 billion points on this. It's doable. It's absolutely doable. That angle for the multi-ball was pretty tricky. And I feel like I was focusing on it way too much. And I probably could have been getting more points elsewhere. Stamina. It's such a good table. I just want to go straight for the extra ball. It's like, I need it right away. Yeah, I honestly oddly enjoyed when we played Grimtails last night in the tournament. I was not, I'll be frank, I was not expecting to enjoy that table. I feel like some of the Zen tables feel not like this, not like a pinball machine, which is, oh, wait, do they give you tokens? I gotta get these angles down though. But it was actually really fun. So I might play that one. Oh, I got the shot there. Is that how you do it? Like a little bounce pass with a cross? Shit! I didn't know that was gonna happen. This isn't it. I know what you mean. I rotate. I play Beat Saber for a week. And then I'll play pinball for a week. But yeah, I do reach a point after doing like 3 or 4 pinball streams where I feel like I'm like all talked out. I'm like, all right. Because it's a different type of stream when I do Beat Saber. It's more of like you can just perform and play the songs. And like I can talk between songs, but I don't have to carry the stream with chatting as much. No! What? Why are these fireworks going off? Speaking of, I do want to fix that was bad. Well, better than my first one. I want to fix the firework redeem. It should technically work. Let me see why it doesn't work. So, if I go here.
Scott. One of my stream friends who streams primarily virtual pinball has 852 hours on FX3 and 2,531 hours on Pinball Arcade.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot. That's a lot. Okay, hang on. So I'm gonna switch to an angle that's not gonna, well, wait, we got overlays. VR, is it there? Is that why? Sorry, I'm switching to a totally different view right now. I'm just trying to find why my fireworks alert. I thought I actually added. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to do that another time. Dang, I didn't realize moving that folder was gonna delete it. That's weird. No, stream didn't go burr. I was messing with so I have this alert where fireworks will go off, but then I consolidated 2 folders today with my stream elements, and one of them had all my fireworks animations in them. And I'm trying to remember how I brought them in, if they were 9 individual files, and it just played 1 per group, or if it pointed to a folder. So I'll just have to redo it. It's fine. It was mostly just for the 4th of July. But I kind of liked it. It was a 1 channel point to do a firework. But no, I thought I would be able to fix it really quick, but that was not the case. So we're just going to keep cruising with the tournament. Perfectly fine. Barely beating me. 40 million is the difference here between 1st and 2nd place. And how much time is left?
Sinful. I've been lucky, just wanted to say hi.
Aw, Sinful, I appreciate you saying hi, and I hope you're doing really good. I'm taking a little few day break from Beat Saber, doing something. Well, I mean, I love playing pinball. I can go all the way to the bottom. Look how many tournaments there are to choose from. I could just click on it. That'd be way easier. We're making this more difficult than it needs to be. Okay, there's 29 minutes left if anybody wants to try to come in and snipe our scores or get a billion, which I think is a pretty, I don't know, I think it's impossible. It's impossible. Can't be done.
Oron Scott. The physics are quite good in this game, though it's probably still falling short of the complete randomness of real life.
Oh, 100%. Actually, somebody was complaining about the physics in FX3 recently, saying that they've potentially changed the physics, aka downgraded. I don't know. How we get the extra ball right on the first shot? But I don't know. I would need a comparison. Like, if you can replicate that on a bunch of different people's machines, then yes. But if it's only like one person, like, it could be something else. Oh, I mean, are you talking about digital? Or digital and physical? I would own this table in real life if I could. This is, I have a good time playing World Cup in person. I feel like it's one of the tables that you get the most bang for your buck on. Although I think I took pictures when I played it of what my scores were. I'd have to compare. No. Uh-oh, this is not looking pretty. If you could own any table in real life, Aaron, what would it be? No! We gotta restart. I mean, that's one of the things that I like dislike a little bit about the randomness, is there have been times that I've played in person and I'll flip the ball too hard and it will hit the glass. And I'm very embarrassed. Like, I don't want to break it. Oh my God, I know. And it's such a loud sound. And it's not like a knock. It's the opposite. A knock is like, I don't know, I feel like a little cheer, you know? I'm like, I'm all excited. But even with the ball coming at that speed, you don't think you could crack the glass? You should see the floor. There's, in our game room, there's wood floor, and there's a pool table, full size, like regulation pool table. And there are holes in the floor from people who have knocked the balls, probably just from playing too hard, right? And like, I've done it, but I've never made a hole in the floor. But I broke one time and like one of the balls went flying off. Too much power. Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, because that's my worst fear. This isn't going in my favor. Oh man, we got ads starting in 57 seconds, everyone. Please stick around through the ads. It does help support my channel, especially if you're just lurking. It means a lot. It adds up. Sorry, dad joke, bad dad joke. Ah, no. Okay.
Which is why moving the glass is so nerve-wracking, and when you ever see anyone remove the glass, they do it so carefully and pull straight back.
I'm glad that you let me know that that's the easier way of breaking the glass. Pretty much anything about taking a pinball machine apart, and that was good, and putting it back together is like nerve-wracking for me. Yeah, I mean, and once the corners are shattered, then it's just a matter of time. I saw these people who were like doing shatter glass art on their balcony glass. And this guy came through with a hammer and was like, he's like recreating this expensive shattered glass look, going through with like a hammer and a chisel, like doing like 1, 2, 3 taps, and it like does like a nice shatter. Stop. Are you serious? Did you break 1 billion? And I'm like, that is just asking for the entire balcony to shatter. I know.
Perfectly fine, okay.
Barely? You broke a billion. Nuh-uh. I'll believe when I see it, and I'll see it as soon as I drain my third ball. That's so good. Dang. How come you're so good at this game? How many hours do you have? I know perfectly fine you were talking about hours. Right? Whew. To be fair, like, I have a couple hundred hours in this. And I mean, actually, whew. Air came on, it got chilly. Let me check after this game to see how many hours I played on both Pinball FX3 and FX. And obviously you can't count the time in an arcade, but I would say probably like 100 hours maybe. I could estimate 100 or less. And some of that's just waiting around for other people to play their ball. Maybe not even. I don't know. I really want to beat your score. Oh my god. All right, we're gonna see it. Barely. Ah. That'll be my thumbnail for this stream. Wait, I'll do it full screen. I'll go, no. Like 1 billion, like. I don't even know if that's good. Okay, whatever. Why do I have to have my mouth open for thumbnails? Like, can it just be like... Okay, seriously though.
Any face you make is beautiful, lol. Perfectly fine, okay.
Pinball Garrett followed your
Are you
channel.
sure about that, Aaron? I don't think so. Wait, we got Pinball Garrett and Tanagasa. Yo, welcome, 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 welcome. How are you? Wait, Tanda. I feel like I've watched you play before. It's very familiar. Okay, we'll see. All right, let's go back to, let's see. Oh my God, perfectly fine. Got 1,194,267,830. How, dude? I don't even know if I've broke a billion. Except maybe in medieval, not medieval, I wish. Maybe in, yeah, you can get a billion, right? I think I have like 4 billion in Attack from Mars. I don't know, scoring is confusing. I need to beat your score. There's maybe 20 minutes left in this tournament. I still have time. I have time.
Perfectly fine, okay. This is a high-scoring game with 150 million ender core bonuses, so it's very doable.
Oh yeah, is it? You sure? So I need to start putting tokens in so I can like clutch up, focus. I'm not focusing. I had one really good game though, I thought. I would take 800 million on like pretty much any other table that we've been playing in tournaments. No way. Have you? What'd you do? Like all the modes and beat the King of Pain and then come back around? Is there wizard mode? All right, we're just starting this one over. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. $2 billion? Dude, the best I've done is like 78 million. Casey! Wizard mode is Battle for the Kingdom. So wait, that's not King of Pain? Casey, how are you? What's good? Beat Saber, Synth Riders, Viking, Rowboat. Sorry. There's the laugh! I was trying to talk about this yesterday. I was trying to talk about my stupid laugh. There it was. I found myself funny that I called Casey's Viking game a Viking rowboat game. That's not what it is. It's not a Viking rowboat game. It's the ah! What an unbelievable shock. Was it worth 1 billion points? Because it wasn't that unbelievable. Once you've cleared all the objectives, ooh, I've never got that far. I've gotten to the King of Pain, and then I just choke. I don't know why. I feel like at this point I should be able to, I just haven't put enough time in. There's the answer. All these other pinball tables have been the grand distraction from that which is me mastering Medieval Madness. And I would say is the worst pitfall of digital pinball. Because if you have a physical machine, you're gonna get really good at it.
In the distance challenge on MMI had a 23 score only 25 mil from number 1.
Damn. Top 25? 25 mil is not much. You could do it. I mean, I don't know if that's a big gap in distance challenge though. Because it's like, how much distance do you need to get 25 mil? For me, it'd be like all of it. You become the king of peasants? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, Aaron. I haven't done it yet. I'm just kidding. I probably watched so many YouTube videos of it happening. And one guy just kept doing it for like over a day. How? How do you keep playing and have like a 24-hour game in pinball? I think Amiga Cami, we were talking about that yesterday, how people pause their games. That is an acceptable time to pause your game. Because you might have to go pee. I know, I'm joking. Man, what table should I pick next? I wanted to do Knight Rider. Aaron, have you played Knight Rider? It's really fun. I know, he is a VR legend. And, hello? Woo! Oh, no! I really want to like throw this table around.
They added Knight Rider to this.
They did, and Game Club Central gifted it to me last night, and it's really fun. I think it might be like a recreation. Like I don't think it's like, because most of the Universal Classic tables, like Jaws for instance, it's not like any actual Jaws I've seen in real life. So I imagine it's like its own separate thing. That said, I've never played Knight Rider in real life, so I don't know. I played Black Knight. I think they're very different things. I'm equally bad at both, if that's any consolation. I love Black Knight, but damn am I bad at it. Oh wait, could you not? Is it because we're friends on Steam now? Is that how? Yeah, I didn't see. Did you just add me yesterday as a friend on Steam? I'm really bad at like anything like that. But I saw the DM for how to like get the tables that are gifted. I didn't. That was a whole thing. That was a whole thing. So then I accepted all of the requests. Yeah, that's cool. I have it. Yeah, I have it set up where it's like any of my Steam stuff should be visible. All the games I played and all the games I own. I don't know, does it show all the tables that you have in pinball though? Or just scores?
Perfectly fine, okay. Yeah,
Oh, nice.
all the tournament players who show up as well.
That's so cool. There's some really great tournament players.
It shows friends' scores.
Nice. Yeah, as long as you have that setting enabled. Like I was trying to look up some of Game Club Central stuff, but I think his stuff's private. Like it showed me some of the games, but not the scores. I think. Oh, we gotta shoot, find, or draw. Let's get that multi-ball. Let's get the multi-ball and then let's get a nice coffee. I'm gonna beat your score. I'm gonna beat your score. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Feather those flippers. Oh my God, that's awesome. 4-player. No, I was looking at the goal. No, I didn't think it was straight down the middle. I didn't even do that good. What? 5. I thought I was coming for your score. Keep dreaming, Twist. 4-player Battle Machine from 77. Do you say that because that was around the time, I don't know the years when things switched between electromagnetic to solid state, but my guess is by 77 we were into the solid state era. So 4 players meaning like it was able to save each person's scores. Those are like some of my favorite tables. It sounds fun. I'm gonna look it up and try to find it. But yeah, let me show you here. Congratulations, perfectly fine, for winning the tournament yet again. Not the first nor the last tournament you will win.
Fine, okay. This Knight Rider is a Xena original.
Yeah, it is. It is a Xena original. There's only 13 minutes left if anybody thinks they can come in. But I will show you Knight Rider. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Oh wait, I could use the D-pad. Hello?
Or on Scott.
Knight Rider.
However, there are some games that have an M and a solid state version. The M versions are typically more rare due to lower production.
I've probably personally played on more EM tables in LA than probably any other type of table, just because that's very common here. And then Las Vegas Pinball Hall of Fame had a lot of EMs.
Who does not exist.
Waltz Bar is mostly EMs.
A young loner on a crusade to champion the cause of the innocent.
But yeah, otherwise, like,
Powerless.
I consistently will play on some of the 90s Williams tables, but the remakes of them.
All right.
Or on Scott. There is a lot of really fun M's.
Yes.
How much longer
But yeah, so
will
this
we
is,
stay here?
I think this table's pretty neat.
Good question.
The physics are interesting because, I mean, you'll see.
Wait a minute, I got an idea.
I think this speed is not sufficient.
But what I like about it is the open playfield. And there's like a level of simplicity to it that feels more like,
Or on Scott. You should set up a whirlwind table at some point, but that's one of my all-time favorite
This could be a
tables.
bit fun.
set up like for a tournament. Because I can do that next.
Shot, Mike.
I have Whirlwind. Yeah, I think what's cool about this is it has like kind of the vibes of a more old school table.
Mike, we're out of control.
Although some animations are new, but it's not like too over the top. There's a lot of newer tables that are just too busy.
Be careful, Mike.
This one just has like some really easy drop targets and yet it's more forgiving because there's ball save.
Not so fast.
Woo, that was like right in the nick of time. It's a pretty long ball save. I gotta hit that R.
Careful, Mike.
Also, the music they use is really good.
Or on Scott.
I wish you hadn't put it that
Oh,
way.
arcade. Sorry, I thought I had it pinned, but I guess the pin message disappeared. A-R-C-A-D-E.
Michael, I cannot allow you to jeopardize your life.
Yeah, there's 15 minutes left in World Cup Soccer, and then I'll set up the new one. It'll have the same pass. Oh my gosh.
Unexpected surprise.
Help me, pinball gods.
Good night.
So yeah, that's Knight Rider. But I really like it. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna grab my iced coffee and then come back and check on things. Check on my tomatoes. Oh man, you guys should see my tomatoes. What do you think, Leo? He's like, I want to go check out the tomatoes. There's a lot. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 cherry tomatoes, and we just picked a bunch. Oh wait, 12, 13, 14. 14 cherry tomatoes still on the vine. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 gromas that are growing. Come on in, Leo. Hey, buddy. Quit watching people swim. Come on. Come here, respect their privacy. My dog does not want to come in from the balcony. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it open for a minute, but it's hot out. It's way too hot. Hello, iced coffee, where did you go? Aw, I found you. I mean, I'm having fun streaming, but it's afternoon. Sometimes it's too hot for Leo to go on afternoon walks. I feel like I should let the, oh shit. I just made this ice water for, I don't want to spill it. Oh, I put the lid upside down, that would make sense. Good job. There we go. Hello, why aren't you closing? All right, you're gonna go over here. Jeez. All right. We put some ice in the coffee. Tomatoes look happy. They're crazy tall. I showed my tomatoes on stream maybe like a month ago. Look, I'm 173rd. Who's the highest?
Perfectly fine, okay. I was looking up
My hands smell like tomatoes.
and it seems like they aren't possible or very difficult on Williams tables, but it is possible on all other tables.
Really? I just imagine like slapping the center of the table. Who's number 1? I'm 173rd with 46 mil. It is mil. 2 billion 700 million is the highest. Pinball Whiz is in 60th. So no, he's level 60. He's in 2nd with 1 bill. Wow, that's cool. Congrats, Pinball Whiz, for kicking butt on Knight Rider. But yeah, top 15. I don't recognize too many names in the list. If there's anybody that you guys know that you recommend watching,
There are a few
really?
pinball players that play these games too.
I believe it. I mean, why not, right? It's fun. But yeah, so Knight Rider, Battlestar, Gallactica, and Xena are the new tables. Did I play Xena?
My name is Xena.
I don't know if I played Xena. I think I said I was gonna play Xena after the break, and I don't recall if we did that or not.
In a time of ancient gods,
We did not.
warlords,
I would remember this VO
a
voice.
land in turmoil.
Because it sounds like honest trailers.
She was Xena.
It is.
A mighty princess.
Is this not the
forged
same
in the
guy?
heat of battle, the power, the passion, the danger. Her courage will change the world.
I mean, honestly, great. I would rather it be this kind of VO than like the VO that we get on some of the other tables.
Have a chance to pick a table like Monster Bash and go to the leaderboards just to see who is in the top 5.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do it right after this. This will probably be a short game. Is it somebody that's in my stream currently? Is it somebody that we know who's chatting with us? Perhaps? It's funny because yesterday I'm like, I don't know if I like Xena very much, but also I was playing the trial, so what do I know? It's really tough to tell how good a table is until you've actually played the whole thing. Trials give you an idea, but especially things like modes, like you're never really gonna know.
I think this is it.
Also, I know your scores on Monster Bash, Aaron. They're scary. Yeah, we'll do Whirlwind after this. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock here. I don't know who's hosting tonight for it's probably Pinball FX, but I'll definitely be done streaming by then.
I don't think I've ever been a part
But my guess is Game Club Central is going to be hosting the tournament tonight for FX3. So I'll most likely just play using controller for my PC and be hanging out in his channel. I think I added him in my stream title. I don't know if you guys can click on it, but I will absolutely give him a shout out. Anybody who likes pinball and wants to compete with us in FX3. And sometimes, you know, there's giveaways. And there's really cool videos. It's a lot of fun. It's a good group. Good group of players. Much better than myself. Although I will say, I'm finding that I don't always end up in last place. There's sometimes when I will float in the leaderboards, and that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good that there's like all skill levels. But then also, like when Game Club are now perfectly fine, and Pirate, some of the leaderboards are, whew. Like I'm happy with like my 20 million, and then they get like 500 million. So it's humbling.
You know, where I'm headed, there'll be trouble.
I know. That's what friends do. We stand by each other when there's trouble.
All right, friend.
Whew. I'm not good at Xena.
Yeah, what is
at all. That was it. That's it. We're gonna go see Monster Bash leaderboards.
Death, Gabrielle.
Top 5.
I will never leave you.
Yeah, I just need practice there. Okay, so we got Monster Bash. Oh, this is, how can I go into the game and not play it though? Like.
From my FX3 experience, I don't feel like I have a good game at saying Indiana Jones unless I've reached at least 5 billion.
Wow. I mean, that's fair. How do I see the leaderboards? Do I have to like go into a game?
The creatures of the night.
Found it. Move your cars number 1. Billy 2, Mind of Time is 3, Pezima 4, Robo in the Zone, Twitch and YouTube. I know Robo in the Zone. Dassy Gree, Rich, Tilted Dan, Obrad, Nuck, Rudy Duty, Rico, Charlie Grove, Bedu. Who's top 5 though? Oh, you just wanted me to like look at the scores? Because I mean, this is not even 5 billion. I guess I could look at it on FX3 later and see what top 5 scores look like. But I don't know if it's equal because the physics were different and maybe there was an exploit that was broken.
4 billion on this game is insane.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, look at my score. It's 31 mil and like, that's not my best. I feel like my best on Monster Bash is way higher than that. But on FX3. Wait, didn't you get like a crazy score on this still? All right, let's exit because I do want to set up Whirlwind. So let's do that. Let's set up Whirlwind.
4 on Scott. IBE hit 2 billion on this table, yes lol.
Wow. I can't imagine. That's incredible. All right. Oh wait, mine says 0 minutes. Tournament finished. Leaderboard, perfectly fine. Whipped my butt. But why can't I create another tournament yet? Is it literally because it's like right at 0 minutes? Do you have to like wait even longer? I feel like it's been longer. Or do you have to like clear it? don't think there's anything that you can do. It's got to be just be automatic. But since it's still showing up here, it's not letting me create another one.
Tarek Oberdi is a player of extreme skill. He is like a god at these games.
Is he a professional pinball player who is playing digital as well? Okay, we're gonna reload it. There we go.
Yep, sure is.
Dang. His name sounds very familiar. All right. Whirlwind. Today's games were World Cup Soccer and Whirlwind. We're going with the W's. We're doing Classic.
Boron Scott. ULLC his name on FX3.
Doing 1 hour, unlimited, private. ARCADE. Okay. Tarek Oberdick. His name sounds so familiar. But I might be thinking of like Taryn. There's like, I don't know.
Game Club Central. You joining me this
Yes, I am.
FX3.
I am 100%. Yeah, I've been live for 3 hours now. And I was just talking up about how I'm gonna take my doggy on a walk and then I'm gonna switch over. Night Book.
Game Club Central. I just got me back.
Cartoons!
On Pinball Arcade, his Monster Bash high score is 154 billion L now.
No way. No way. 154 billion? Did he like play sitting on a toilet? Like how did he take breaks? Like what? How many hours does it take to reach 154 bill? Sorry. I'm reading chat. I'm so sorry. That was like I gotta be better at not talking while we do shout outs. There it is.
Boron Scott. Physics probably are easier on there, but that S still over the top lol.
How's that? Next mission.
Boron Scott. FX3 is much harder, but I am sure his score is still super high.
That's insane. What's the difference between, would you say Pinball Arcade? It's not Stern Pinball Arcade, right? I think it's Pinball Arcade. I think I've played Pinball Arcade. I think I was playing Pinball Arcade like a week ago. And yeah, it's kind of like a rubber ball. It is definitely different physics. All right, we got ads coming in a minute. But if you guys have FX for the next hour, probably not even the whole hour, I'm gonna try to whoop some butt on Whirlwind. So let's do that. And then yeah, I shouted out Game Club Central. That's where I'm gonna be tonight in his channel. Much older doesn't look as nice. I mean, I get that. I agree, but it also has Star Trek, like Stern Star Trek, right? If that's the same one that has it, then I had a great time playing. Arn, are you gonna play this with me? I know you mentioned, but I only made it for an hour. So if I need to make another one sometime and make it longer. I don't know how much I've actually ever really practiced Whirlwind. Speaking of Whirlwind, I hope everybody who was in the path of Hurricane Beryl is okay. It's crazy that there was like a Cat 4 hurricane in the Atlantic in June, and then by July hit Cat 5, went through Jamaica, went through Cancun, yay, went through Texas, followed almost, not exactly, but pretty close, that path of totality, from the eclipse. No conspiracy theories, just pointing out similarities. If you know what the path of totality was, a lot of people would know that, then you kind of understand the states that it likely passed through. But it was a little off, because the eclipse went a tad lower through some of those northern states. I follow a guy since I've lived in Florida named Mike. Mike's weather page, hands down, spaghettimodels.com. Like when I was in Miami, hurricane season is no joke. So I would use his page because it was so beautiful. The way that he had all the different radars. Dude, I did so bad. All the different radars, and like the models and everything. He would pull a lot of that and like create, like you can go into a lot of those sites and do it yourself, but he would do some of that work and bring it to his page. But he goes out and does storm chasing. And I don't know, I like the way he speaks. There's a tick that I think I picked up from him where he says, like, he pronounces his K's like, I can't do it. I can't do it on the spot. But I like that. I like the over enunciation on like the CK sound. Probably because it reminds me of how my dad used to speak. He had a very specific dialect. Oh, what's going on? But yeah, Mike's weather page is pretty legit for pretty much any storm tracking, but specifically hurricanes, mostly those hitting or coming from the Atlantic. Which if we ever move back to Florida, like there's no way I will be, we are looking at like Orlando. Like there's no way I would be anywhere near a coast again. I was way too close to the beach. At least Orlando is mid-state, so you don't have to worry about flooding. Maybe a little bit. Like, don't get me wrong, there's gonna be flooding everywhere. The only thing though, and this is something I need to consider, is like if I buy a house, you don't have basements in Florida, so I won't be able to have a basement that's an arcade room. And if I did have a basement, I don't think I would put my pinball machines in it for fear of the basement flooding. So that means my arcade room is going to be on the first floor. Looky here. Whoops. Oh my god, I'm really bad at this table. Hold on. I don't know what a good score is, but this ain't it. Yes, Game Club, I greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate the Knight Rider table and Xena. And Battlestar Galactica. I played them for the first maybe hour or two of my stream today. In appreciation. I'm going to be playing Knight Rider a lot more. But yeah, and then we got ourselves into some Williams tables. Whew. On this? Okay, thank you. That helps me kind of gauge where things are. I don't think I'll get close to that, but...
Knight Rider SA, great table, one of my favorites.
Oh, nice, Honda. I feel, okay, so when I first started playing Star Trek The Next Generation, I might be mistaken, but I feel like I saw you streaming Star Trek The Next Generation. Does that sound right? And I feel like you were really good at it. And maybe you're possibly one of the reasons that I was inspired to buy the table so early. Because, like, I think you had it day one. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know. It's a small world, though, right? But your name is so familiar, and so I'm like, did I catch a stream? Okay. I think it must have been you. And you were just, like, kicking butt on Star Trek The Next Generation. And then I got it, expecting to do just as good as you, and was quickly humbled. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. I might have chatted in there a little, I don't know. No way. Yeah, regardless, I'm glad to hear that you're still playing new tables. What are your thoughts? Like, where do you land on some of these new tables? Because I skipped over getting the new Star Trek bundle. I was such a convert on TNG that I was like, do I really need these other Star Trek tables? So I don't have those yet, but I've really been enjoying Knight Rider. But mind you, today's the first day that I've actually owned it and been able to play it, so I've got some work to put in. But yeah, there's not too many people on the leaderboards yet. It's always surprising. Yeah, that's how I feel. I'll play the trials and then kind of be like, nah, I don't know. But it's really tough until you get like a full game in to be able to judge a table. Ah! Dang it. That said, it's a little harder playing on my cabinet than if I was playing on my controller.
Come out of the 90s, so Zen has a lot to live up to, especially since Stern Star Trek is also a super good table.
Oh.
Tom DeGossa. I love Discovery and Deep Space Nine, so that helps a lot.
Stern Star Trek is good. See, I was really confused. So I played that week that it came out. I feel like I recall watching your stream. Then I played it a bunch. And then I went to my first IFPA rated tournament. It was a women's tournament. And the first table, they're like, oh, you're on Star Trek. Mind you, I've never been to this barcade before. It's called Bar 82. And they're like, first table up is Star Trek. And here I am going, I know this table, I'm so ready. And I walk up and it's Stern Star Trek. And I'm like, oh, crap. I don't know anything about this table. I wish I had played Pinball Arcade before that to at least understand the rules. But I didn't even discover that was on Pinball Arcade until about a week or two ago. Which I don't know when's the last time they updated that, because it seems newer. Whew. But yeah, if you like the shows, that's definitely going to help. I also have really been enjoying Pinball M. I wish for this summer sale that the sale was just a little bit more. I'd love to pick up all of the tables from Pinball M. I know, I'm like that too. Which is funny because when I go back to Pinball FX2, I don't know if it's just the angle, like the way the view is set up, but there seems to be a lot more depth. Okay. So that is old then. Tonda, do you do VPX also then?
Hi, Tonda.
So I'm thinking, like, I've been enjoying the catalog, but I feel like there's just so many tables that I would like to be able to play that I can't purchase. So I'm considering going down the rabbit hole of VPS, especially now watching like Game Club Central and all the tournaments. I know they do like custom tables on Thursdays, and I feel like there's a whole other area of pinball that I have yet to even explore, but it's also, there's so many tables right now that I could practice on and improve on just with Pinball FX and... Okay. Because like whenever I was kind of feeling an itch for getting more tables, I just ended up buying the Zakaria Platinum Pack and playing through those tables, and I found that a lot of fun. And just really easy. Okay, let's try to get a multi-ball. Oh my gosh. I'm always like a little behind compared to the curve when it comes to new tables. Like I was excited to go out and try Jaws. And when I got there to try Jaws, I saw they already had John Wick. And then now I'm hearing about Elton John. And I'm like, wait, is Elton John a new star? Like, what's happening? Oh my gosh, I just threw it away. I saw a bunch of people in Pirates chat yesterday. Elton John's Jersey Jack. Oh. Okay, so Jersey Jack came out with a new table. So the last Jersey Jack that I saw was, Texas Chainsaw? I feel like that's fairly new. But no, I haven't seen Elton John yet. But I imagine the place that I like to go to near me usually is pretty good about getting the newest tables in. Oh, that's so exciting. I need to look up Labyrinth. For whatever reason, when I think of Labyrinth, all I can think of is the game that's very similar to like old school Labyrinth with the ball and the holes and the maze. And it kind of reminds me of that game Ice Cold Beer. If you've ever been in an arcade and played like with the knobs, Ice Cold Beer, trying to go up the, it's kind of like Labyrinth, right? So what's this Labyrinth based on? Is it a movie? I feel like there was a movie Labyrinth. Yeah, I want to see what you're talking about. Based on a movie? Yeah, we played Ice Cold Beer at this arcade called Button Mash. Oh no, I thought it'd bounce up. Okay, that's funny. I think I know that movie, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. And I'm pretty sure it was like, I mean, if it's Jim Henson, it's probably fine, but it sounds like it was a darker movie. David Bowie? Like what? Wow, that's awesome. Is this an 80s movie or a 90s movie? Okay, all right. Whirlwind, I think we've had it today. Dark Fantasy, okay. I do remember it then. I wanna see what Labyrinth is. 86? Man, nothing beats 80s movies. All right. 86 and hello. Spider, how are you? Welcome in. Labyrinth. Wow, I can spell really great today. Pinball machine.
Spider Monkey NR. Decent, how's you?
I've been pretty good. Oh, I absolutely recognize this. Yes.
Spider
Wait, why does it say $1,000? It costs more than $1,000, right? That's just like the pre-order payment or what? Your favorite movie? I need to go back and watch it. Non-refundable deposit, yeah. We will email you within 12 months. I'm looking at the table. I don't know if I can pull it up.
Yeah, that would be a deposit.
That's a steep little deposit. But I mean, I guess that's probably pretty standard. Let me see if I can do a window capture. And then Chrome. And then go like this. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. So this is Labyrinth.
It is probably because it is a new company, this is their first machine.
Wow, this looks nice. Oh, are you excited or what? Oh, look at all the...
Stern tables are usually around 9,000 Jersey Jack, probably closer to 12,000.
Dude, the artwork looks so good. Wow, look at the finish too. They put a lot of love into this machine.
New table.
Oh, and then look at the speakers. Wait, can we find another one of the speakers? They're like, they're literally a labyrinth.
I am super excited.
Oh, wow.
That is hot. Amiga Cami. Artwork from Johnny Crap who did Jurassic Park.
Okay, that's sick. You can kind of see it. I mean, I'd have to like zoom. But you see how the speakers are like a little bit like, hello? It's not letting me.
Who made this table? Amiga Cami. And the sculpts are by a Kiwi guy who works for Weta.
Where's my pop out?
There are little models that jump around sometimes like on Attack from Mars.
Oh, that's so cool. See, that's my favorite part. I love it. All right, let's see the leaderboards on this table. I don't even want to know. I don't even know that I can play more of this. I'm so bad at Whirlwind. 26? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But what's a good score on this in general? Because I'm doing really bad on Whirlwind.
Amiga Cami. Boron Scott David Van Ness designed it. He is the president of the company Barrels of Fun.
Barrels of Fun. Oh. Wait. No. This is what happens when I have nudge assigned and everything works on my cabinet. We have to forego being able to use the buttons, the LB and RB. Okay. We gotta go all the way down.
Yes, Australian.
That's awesome, Amiga Cami. Wait, not there. I just want to see the leaderboards. Oops. No, not fishtails. Let's get there. Whirlwind. I have to go into it. Twister, did it work? I don't know if my overlays are working. If it did, I missed it. I see it. I set up everything for Beat Saber. There are things that might be a little broken.
Spider Monkey NR. I saw a purple blob.
Yeah, Twister is terrible. We are going to see the new Twisters movie. So Twister was the first movie I ever saw in the theater. Whoa! 158. Okay, so it's not like crazy high. You got... My Pestis says 2. I can do better than that. So your score is probably like top 25 score.
Spider Monkey NR.
No. Top 50. It's a tough table to score high on. So even your score is like top 75. Just in general. A youngling? What do you mean? Oh, because I said Twisters was the first movie I saw in the theater? Yeah, kinda, I guess. Yeah, but I'm going to see Twisters, plural, and I'm very excited for it. I will never forget my initial theater experience. It was a matinee on a Sunday, and we went, so that means like 11 a.m. And because of the movie being dark and stormy when I left the theater, I expected it to be dark and stormy out. And I remember being really confused, going outside and being like, why is the weather not stormy? And now that's just how I walk around in general in life. I'm like, why is it not stormy? Every day should be stormy.
My score on Whirlwind in FX3 is 55.
Wow.
Which I SNT even as good as my score on the actual table as a kid, lol.
There's something about playing as a kid that I just feel like you have such, like, I probably would kick my butt today if it was like me playing against like my 10-year-old self. I think it's just reaction time in general. 60 million? Damn. That's really good.
Monkey NR. That's a cute dog.
Oh yeah, can you see him? That's Leo. He's a grandpa. He's back there. I don't know if you can see him on this GoPro view. He's gonna come over though. Come here, Leo.
Fine, okay. I'm excited for Twisters in Glad I manage a movie theater sometimes.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for Twisters and Deadpool. We've got that coming up. So I won't be able to do all the future pinball tournaments because we'll be busy for movie nights, a couple of those nights.
Twister is from what year? 1993.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Such a good movie.
I think 93. I gotta wash my hands now. Sorry, Leo. I probably do need to take him on a walk like soonish. I can tell he's getting like antsy. And it's for my own good to get out and see some sunshine myself. Although this has been really fun. I mean, we've been live for like 3 hours and 20 minutes. I'll play one more table and then I'll take a break.
I saw Twister in the first Mission Impossible as a double feature.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. See, that is a core memory. It was the first movie I saw with my dad. So I hold it very, sorry for hitting this, near and dear to my heart. And then the second movie I ever saw in the theater was with my grandma, which was The Green Mile. Or maybe it was We Were Soldiers. It was definitely, neither of those movies were movies I should have been watching as a kid, but I enjoyed them. But mind you, I was like a kid who would like watch Schindler's List and be like, oh, okay, good film. No, I'm just kidding. But I did watch a lot of movies that were way above my age level. And they probably went right over my head. What should I play? I'm like torn between playing.
Ash had a fine taste in movies.
Well, I do now. I was talking yesterday how we watched the original Mad Max from 1980 with Mel Gibson, and how that was filmed in Australia, and it was before like the current Mad Max. Let's play Godzilla.
Godzilla Pinball.
Before like everything became like a dystopian sand world.
If you play in the tournament,
Godzilla will take humanity's place at the top of
Yeah,
the
I'm
food
absolutely
chain.
going to. That's why I need to take a break, because that's in 2
Can stop
hours. So I'll do some personal stuff, and then I'll be hanging out in Game Club's channel.
Godzilla is here. Just watch and learn.
Dune? Like the new, like Dune 2?
Godzilla is here. Attack.
I enjoyed the original Dune. And by original, I guess, sorry, I'm not referring to like the OG versions. Like the Timothée Chalamet Zendaya Dune. I liked it a lot when I saw it in the theater. We watched Dune 2 on HBO, and I feel like I was kind of robbed of the experience. I should have seen it in IMAX. There's a lot of movies that if I see it in the theater, I really like it. And I'm like, wow, what a good film. And then I'll hear from my friends, they'll just watch it at home streaming, and they'll be like, meh.
These monsters can do.
But we have a big screen TV and a sound bar.
I've only seen the first one that came out a few years ago, but would need to watch it again.
I doubt that's the last we've seen of him.
Oh, that's smart.
Monkey NR. I just watch it in my headset.
Yeah, Spider Monkey, is there like lay down mode where you can like lay down and watch movies? I haven't tried watching Netflix or any movies or anything in my headset, but I'm sure there's like vertical mode or whatever it's called. Although the way my headset strap is set up, I'd have to like change out the strap for it to be comfortable because I got the battery pack on the back.
Lazarus Labs, Hell and Back support and put your larger cells into health and armor first.
Lazarus Labs. So the order of operations, I should do Lazarus Labs first, then Hell and Back, then the pit, and then put your Argent Call cells into health and armor. Okay, I always play Lazarus Labs first. That's the one with the little, I love Lazarus Labs.
The tips section on the wiki is very helpful.
Nice.
It's so terrifying at the same time.
Oh, Lazarus Labs is the portals. Right. Ha! Are you serious, Spider? That's awesome.
That'll do some good.
I watched Cersei stream Synth Riders from my VR headset on my, oh shit. See this, I played Whirlwind and I thought there was gonna be a pin. And I guess I was in my like VR living room watching her on my VR TV. And I thought that was really fucking meta. I thought that was cool. I took screenshots of it in the thing to be like, Cersei, I'm watching you in VR. It was cool. But I've never watched anybody else, so I think it's neat. Yeah, heck yeah.
He's charging up.
Yeah, it's very
I'm
immersive.
impressed. The magnet
Plus, I really
train
like
was
some of the
here.
VR living
That
spaces.
slowed down our evacuation from the secret project.
And you can just like throw me up in a window anywhere and then have like other stuff too. You can do whatever. It's great. Ah!
Spider Monkey NR. I can mod
He
6
will
channels
recover.
at once now impacting
Wait,
might
you
take
mod
1,000
from
years.
a VR headset? So you're watching, you can have like 6 streamers on at the same time. But how do you control the audio? How do you like, or is everybody at the same volume?
Yes, haha.
Okay, that's amazing. That's so cool.
Godzilla will take humanity's
One
place
time
at the top of the
at band
food
camp.
chain.
No.
Unless Apex can stop him.
One time, on my ultra-wide computer, I opened up every person who is live on Twitch that I follow. I know, I feel like it's been a minute since I've seen Spider also. I'm so glad to see you. I opened everybody who I follow who's live, and I put all the windows up side by 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 side. And I had all their streams on at the same time. And I had all the volumes at like 1%. And then I went through and I would like watch one stream. But it was like, I kind of felt like when you're like a security guard and you just see all the streams. It was really neat. I only did it the one time though. I can't imagine doing that consistently.
All right, folks, Godzilla is here. Just watch and
But I'm pretty sure they changed it now so where you can give people Twitch views without having to have volume up. So it's a good way to support people. Like I'll see people who are streaming and they'll be like in my stream avatars or I don't mind. It's very kind of them. Casey, do you do that, Casey? Do you watch streams in VR or are you just like, hey, that's a good idea? It's a good idea to mod from my headset.
Keep tracking his trajectory. That'll do some
Yeah. Ah!
good. Come on, big guy.
I like hardly have any mods these days. I have Casey. Casey's my super mod. But fortunately, all you chuckleheads are good people, so you kind of mod yourself.
Moron stopped. Casey has definitely never done anything with VR before. Have you watched someone playing VR in your VR headset?
Yes, yeah, I watched Circe, CIRC3. She was playing Synth Riders and I was sitting in my VR living room and she was on my TV, my VR TV. To be fair, I think I was like prepping and setting up for my own stream, but a lot of times when I do so, I'll have other streamers up and I'll just be kind of watching them casually while I'm like doing my, you know, whatever little task I have to do.
Things are going well. Keep it up.
And it just so happened that whenever I connected to virtual desktop, that it just pulled it up. And I'm like, this is cool. But yeah, I don't super often though spend that much time in VR.
Nice work.
It's usually only when I'm streaming lately. Or if we're playing Piano Vision. But that's more mixed reality than VR. Even though technically it's a video of your own room, so like you're still kind of immersed.
All right, we caught up to him.
Which they fixed. There was a lot of weird stuff with the Quest 3 where if your hand came in front of the screen. Piano Vision's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we have the piano. It's kind of out of the view of this frame. I can widen this though.
It might take 1,000 years.
Oh, it's not on top. But if I do it like that, if I pull it over, you guys can see. But yeah, so we'll have the piano here. And then we do that on the Quest 3, but I usually play other games on Quest 2. Like,
Toast operator. Double pinball view.
yeah, I have so many views, Toast. If you do the GoPro view, also hi, Toast. If anybody takes the GoPro view, it'll cycle through like 15 seconds of a wide of this view. and then this overhead cam. I set it up initially for Beat Saber, but I thought it'd be fun for Pinball 2. Like, why not? Hey, Terraforming Mars.
Terraforming Mars.
This is a great table. Yeah, it's a cool view that I don't take all the time.
All systems
But we'll take it for a little bit.
Launch the ball. Optimal entrance trajectory achieved. Welcome to Mars. I am your artificial virtual assistant, but you can call me Ava.
Well, it depends.
Explore the red planet, and to help make it more habitable for humanity.
I got it from Sam's Club.
Project conditions.
I want to say for like 300 something. But that was 2 years ago when they were doing like a crazy sale. That doesn't exist anymore, and they're probably, I don't know if they're out of production, but they've moved on to the 4K version of the pinball machine. Yeah, I mean, for me at the time it was. But if you were to get it like at its regular price, they're like $7.99. Oh, easily. The new 4K Alp is $1,500, and then if you want to get an SSF kit installed, which is surround sound, which makes the ball sound like it's like physically rolling through your table with some nice little haptics. I believe, I don't know, that's the only way I can think to describe it. That's another $500, unless you do it yourself. So, but yeah, the new 4K tables are $1,500. But this is for At Games Legends. I'm sure you can do like a build your own kind of thing. A lot of people will do that themselves. But then you're talking about like having a PC and doing a lot of the wiring and putting in your own monitors. But there are people that do it for like $1,000. But there's probably resellers who have upgraded from the Legends HD to the 4K. And I'm sure they're selling like the HD for like $500.
I can imagine it being too difficult to do.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how handy you are. If you have some level of confidence in like woodworking and electrical engineering, then. But yes, I got very lucky. I'm definitely like a bargain shopper. And when I saw that this was on sale at Sam's Club for that price, I wasn't even a Sam's Club member. I just ordered it. I paid whatever the difference is, $60 or something to get it shipped. And the money that I saved, I invested to put a Vibs board in. That cost $50. And then I got like a button thing from Etsy, maybe like $10. And I've spent a couple hundred on digital tables. Easily. I don't know. I'd have to look at my Steam. But between Pinball FX, FX3, and Zakaria, a couple hundred sounds fair. But that's it. I haven't done a ton. Oh, I guess I also, you can't really see it, but I have this, the topper.
Just simple, I have a 49-inch TV I can use.
49-inch TV might be a little too big. I don't know. Some people will use the TV and mount that on the wall and use that as the back glass. And then you can have animated back glass. But people were saying even like, I don't know, a 34-inch monitor that's ultra wide, like maybe that's a good size. But then the only thing about TVs versus monitors is there's going to be some latency. So you got to factor that in. But I think people have probably used TVs. I don't know. There's a lot of Facebook groups and Discord groups where people will show their whole process of how they've done it. But it's a slippery slope. I think once people start doing mods, it just like, you know, there's a lot that you can do. You can upgrade your buttons. You can put in like an arcade trackball and joystick, kind of like a fight stick on top. But yeah, this was great for me because it was fairly plug and play. Woo, multi-ball. Oh hell. So I just had to get like the HDMI cable and the USB cable to run to my computer. And then I'm probably gonna say traditional. I would say I like to mimic actual arcade. This is very, very comfortable for me. But there are days when I don't feel like, not that it takes a lot to turn this on and set it up, but there's days when I don't feel like standing. Before I got the chairs that I'm sitting in. Yeah, it's comfortable sometimes to play at my computer desk.
System error.
Oh wait, I never switched this view. Yeah. So you can see though, it's not really, in terms of like size, like it's a decent size, but it's not as big as a real pinball machine. And then you can see my whole computer desk. So I just kind of have this whole area set up like this. But it comes with the buttons and then the plunger. And then you can swap this out, which I wanted to do, but I just haven't yet because I have that arcade stick. And then I don't have it on right now, but this up here is a bit pixel. And the bit pixel is really cool because I can have all the DMD graphics running to that. And it's 8-bit style, so it looks really, really neat. And then I bought these lights. The lights that I have here, technically, I have these little cups, like little hooks on the back of my pinball machine. So these were set up to be like music detected. So when I'd play, I can change it right now. Let me show you. Like scary lights. But yeah, I set it up to mimic music. So any sounds that were coming out of the machine, in a dark room, they'd flash, and that looked really, really cool. But then I realized, I mean, it wasn't even initially for Twitch. I got it for, yeah, these Govee lights are awesome because I got them, I'm gonna say they were like 50 bucks. And for a while I had them set up on my pinball cabinet. Then for movie nights, it was really easy because they come out and detach and it's just plug and play. So I had it set up for movie nights. But recently I've been setting them up. So if you guys go into my channel points, you can change the lights, which looks way cooler when we do it at night, but I set it up with streamer bot commands. So if you wanna, choose like chili lights or something, I redeem it and then the lights will change. But it's a little bright in here for that, so you might see it better. And it's, again, barely, it's kind of washed out right now, but it looks great at nighttime. But what I really, really want is the Govee curtain lights. That's next, probably coming next week, which I'm going to set it up on this wall. And I guess you can have all kinds of, oh, somebody changed them, scary lights. I turned on scary lights, so when I was doing Pinball After Dark, I had the scary lights going and they'll like turn red. Right now they're just flashing blue. But it looks really cool on nighttime streams. It's just way too bright during the day. And I have the ISO of the camera turned up so bright that it's hard to get it for daytime. But for future pinball streams, I'll probably swing towards doing them in the evening hours, at least for some. Oh, let me turn these back on. Boop. And it'll be cool to have this Govee curtain light behind me, but what I don't know is if I'm able to connect it to StreamerBot or not. And I really hope I am, because you can make all kinds of custom like artwork and stuff. So that should be fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Steam. Hang on. I opened something in Steam that does not belong.
Toast operator.
Ruh-roh. You're telling me. What is that? Where did it come from?
Spider Monkey NR. You have more cams, THN Big Brother.
No. There's a few. It's really fun for Beat Saber though. Spider, I added the overhead camera so I could do like super stretch. Oh, it's this button. Bro, what did I do? Task manager to the rescue. But yeah, because for Beat Saber, it's cool. This is usually my spin cam. I'll have the GoPro set up in the kitchen, pointing in. And then the overhead, right now, it's just this.
3-finger salute.
But for Beat Saber, it looks really, really cool for the stretch cam. Because I key it out and I have some backgrounds from VidEasy. All right, let me see if I can just kill Steam client helper. I'm gonna guess this one. It's like cutting the cable. Oh, I did it. I cut the right cable. I was like, which has any percent of run? Oh no, it just opened back up again. Why does it keep opening? Game overview, Tekken, friends, in task. Okay, it's
Toast operator. The bomb that never diffuses.
I think I might open like big picture mode. The bomb that never diffuses. Shift tab, back to game. Yeah, I don't know what the heck I just did. Well, I'll just end Steam, it's fine. We'll just, bye Steam.
Toast operator. So you basically have 3 monitors connected to your PC.
Maybe, I don't know why it keeps showing all this crap. All right, we're gonna, Game Club, I know, what the WTF, bro? We're just gonna quit Steam. It's fine.
Spider monkey.
That was crazy.
Lol.
So technically 4, I guess, but I don't really count it because, so this one, I shut it off whenever I play pinball because you have to go into Windows and like designate monitors. So I always pick this as being monitor 1, this as being monitor 2, and then the Vibs back glass is technically monitor 3. So I have 4, but I'm running 3 while I play pinball. Because I just thought it would be easier to set it up that way and less resources.
Because your warranty is about to expire, I can sell you an extended warranty. Toast operator. Oh right, the back glass.
I will take that extended warranty.
Poor girl.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't pour me. I'm happy. I've got coffee. Life is good. I made a TikTok earlier because I spilled coffee. Like, that's what life has come to. Like, spilling milk and coffee all over my counter doesn't even faze me these days. I was like, this is an opportunity for content.
Life is awesome. Toast operator. Wow.
I know, but my brain has changed. It used to be that I would get really upset if I like made a mess, and now I'm like, oh, that's beautiful. I want to make a painting from this. Like, what? Like, when did I become this person who I'm like, that's so pretty the way the milk and the coffee are dripping all over my counter. Like, guys, I don't do drugs. I don't even drink. I'm like such a Coca-Cola and coffee, but I'm pretty straight edge, and I have nothing wrong with anybody who does. But like, where do I get this stuff from? The internet.
Some extreme expression in a crazy comment like, you won't believe what happened to my coffee. Game Club Central. I am a very Coke fiend.
I'm sorry, that's so funny, Toast. But like, you do. You are a cherry Coke fiend, Game Club, because I saw your birthday present and it was like a refrigerator. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what's inside the refrigerator. It's literally row after row of cherry Coke. And not just cans, but 20-ounce bottles. And I questioned, I went, where does he get this 20-ounce Coca-Cola? Is he buying them individually? Well, yes, Frosty. You did have like the red, white, and raspberry or whatever, red, white, and blueberry. You had some delicious looking drinks. Whirlwind is not my favorite. No, it'll never grow on you perfectly fine. It's terrible. Look, it's only good during the part when it's like this. Like, when this is happening during Whirlwind, you're having a good time. Wait, does the fan make my voice do? See, I don't even need voice mod. Voice mod, I want my money back. We're using a fan now. We're going, what's the word? I'm in the car. What, is it really loud? I'm sorry, perfectly fine. Luke. I can't do a deep voice though. Luke, I am your father. It's loud. It's loud, I'm sorry. It's blowing in my mic. Oh wait. Well, that's what this is for. Hang on, hang on. I have a wind. Let's see, guys, if this is worth the investment. I paid $179.99 for this little piece of fuzz. JK. Can you still hear it? Luke. Game Club. Is it really better? Not at all. It's not at all better. Is that what it's called, a cat? Wait, is it really better? I'm blowing the fan directly into the windsock. It is a cat. I have a second one. No, it came with it. These are the DJI mics, and this is... It's just this little, it clips in and twists right in the top. A dead cat. Toast, you work in broadcasting. Anyway, Whirlwind. But I have to turn it up. I have it on low. Now, can you hear it? Very slight. Me playing Whirlwind. Like, guys, you're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna get 1 billion points. Wait, a Pro Tools class once. Not bad at all. Okay, I turned it off. That's my Beat Saber fan. $15. I watch these YouTube videos about going to Costco, because even though I could go to Costco, I'd rather just watch a YouTube video about Costco because I feel like that's safer. And we are reopening the game, by the way. And somebody's like, it's a great deal. This fan's only $50 at Costco. And I'm like, I bought this for 15 bucks. Like, stop, stop. Don't take me in your store. You have a blower that's in your D&D. You have a blower in the pinball machine that you play on?
So it blows air directly at my face and you can't see it.
Aw, that's nice.
Toast operator. Depends on how the fan does.
Yeah, that's true. I saw, when I went to Home Deeps the other day, I saw a lady walking out with a fan. She looked like she needed that fan. It was a big old box fan. I'm like, it's nice and cold in my apartment, but I have one fan, but I have to use it on my camera. Marine blower fan. Googling. Marine blower fan. Oh! Oh, it looks like a little fish boat. I see it. It is for a boat. Does that blow water? Does that blow the water out of like the, I don't know, fan cam? Oh, we're losing it, guys. It's almost 4 o'clock. Yeah, I do need to drink water. Which means it's only 1.5 hours away from bum bum bum. Wait, I gotta do shout outs. Tonga, I'm getting you in there too. We gotta do one more for Game Club. Because we're gonna be hanging out with him tonight. Oh, 6 o'clock tonight. PST.
I am 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time twisted. I do have to leave. My better half needs me. Both have COVID and
no.
JW some. Game Club Central. I start 30 minutes later. Toast operator. I was over 100 here and my weather station read feels like 111.
No, I'm sorry that you have COVID.
Third time hell now.
I know. I'm so glad Perfectly Fine has been kicking butt in the tournaments.
Has been quite the competitor.
Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Spider. I hope you do all the things that you need to do. Watch lots of cartoons. I hear Transformers, like from the 80s, is really good for recovering from COVID. So if you can find that on Pluto, 80s Transformers, some good juice. G.I. Joe, yes. G.I. Joe is like COVID buster.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, here I am. I went to Anime Expo and I'm like, oh, I hope I didn't get sick. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to. But yeah, we're going to be playing at Game Club on Game Club's Twitch tonight. I also want to shout out, but I got to copy so I don't mess up the name. Oh, I was going to spell it right. Let's see if Tonda is who I believe, who I remember from 6 months ago. I feel like I gotta invert my camera so I'm like looking at it.
No, admission.
Retro!
Yeah, the Nuka World.
I think so. I think I've seen your streams. I recognize this 100%. I've only been there like once or twice, but like you were who I watched playing STT&G for sure, hands down. Now I remember.
Perfectly fine, okay. See you all tonight.
Yes, I will see you tonight.
Perfectly fine, okay. Later.
Fun hanging out, perfectly fine. Thanks for the games today.
Perfectly fine, okay.
It's been fun. Okay. I'm restarting Steam. And then I'm gonna play one or two more. Actually, I should probably just call it. I feel like I'm like, maybe that was authentically... Leo, what are you doing? Leo, what's happening? Turn off this. This window. Leo, stop scratching like that. Don't be a weirdo. Don't be a weirdo. Hey, we got Stegosaurus live. I'm bad at spelling, but Stegosaurus was hanging out with us earlier when we were talking about RAM. We were talking about RAM speeds. We love Steg. We're gonna raid out. Let's go visit Stegosaurus. I'll be hanging out in Game Club Central's channel tonight. Everybody, thank you for hanging out with me today. I had so much fun chatting. Lots of fun playing pinball. Thanks again to Game Club Central for gifting Knight Rider. Stay sexy, folks. That's what Game Club wrote. I'm just reading TTS. Stay classy, San Diego.
Game Club Central. Subscriber operator. Live streaming was fun watching Steam crack.